It's dry, it is dusty, I do not have my cowboy hat on, but either way, we are going to be gaming today. J-Man, how you doing?
I'm feeling a little bit sweaty, that's for sure.
I hope you said sweaty, because that's what I heard.
Yes.
I think we're both a little sweaty here in the studio in Austin. We're at the Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
We are talking to you about Unrivaled, the largest tabletop tournament of 2017. We're back with more. We're ready to play. Jay Gill, let's touch on it. What happened last week? What was big last week?
We saw Charles win a
Yes.
huge amount of honor in Ascension. What was it, 104?
He was-
we saw the previous record that week before with 94.
Yep.
And then we saw him go 104. And on top of that, he had a great beard.
It was like he was storing honor up in pockets of the hair. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
where he kept it all.
I think he
didn't-
gets 5
couldn't
honor
fit
just
it
for
on the
that good of
table.
beard. Yeah.
Right, exactly. We've got 6 amazing games coming to you today. Justin, do you have any favorites? Well, let's see if off the top of our head we can name those 6. Munchkin, King of Tokyo, Villages and Villains, Ascension, Munchkin, King of Tokyo,
Nevermore.
Villages, Nevermore,
Epic Spell Wars.
Epic Spell Wars,
King of Tokyo.
King of Tokyo.
But I think right now where we are, we're in Munchkin Town.
We are in Munchkin. This is
territory.
Munchkinville around here.
This is Munchkin's pretty big around these parts.
It is.
We're going to have a few special guests here today.
We will. I'm very excited. I don't want to announce it right away. To prep for Munchkinville here in Austin, we had a great week, the courtesy of Steve Jackson Games, playing a ton of. Let me see if I can grab a cut. We played Munchkin Marvel. We played Munchkin Oz. It got crazy.
It was a bunch. It was rowdy.
People got angry here in the studio, but it was a good. It
was
a good
fun.
anger.
It was the spirit of Munchkin. It was alive in the office. We're bringing the spirit of Munchkin here to Dragon's Lair in Austin, Texas. We're gonna have a great time today. It's gonna be fun.
We are. A huge thanks, by the way, to Dragon's Lair. If you're in the Austin region, if you're in Texas, and I know Texas is apparently big, whatever, you can get here today. You should, because the Dragon's Lair is
amazing.
Epic. Did you check out the steampunk collection?
I did.
Did you check out? This was one of my favorite things that they have here. The Earth-made die.
I did. I sat there and looked at them for a good 10 minutes.
I mean, I did. I felt like I saw you staring at the Ruby one for a long time.
Yeah, a lot of comic books too.
Tons of comic books. Tons of squishables.
Yes.
I maybe did not delight myself in the squishable pile for a long time.
Anyways, that's not what we're here today. We're here to play some games.
Let's talk about $10,000 going to our winner in Las Vegas.
How did they get there though?
Well, they got to win today.
Okay.
They have to win today. They have to win one of 6 incredible games. We have our last minute qualifiers wrapping up. So again, like all you have to do, you come down, you compete, you enter one of those last minute qualifiers, you win the regional, and you go to
Las Vegas. And I'm saying we had a great turnout for our LMQs here in Austin. There's a lot of people, the excitement, the buzz. It feels good today. It feels really good today that something magical is going to happen.
I think there's so much magic. There's magic in my fingertips. There's magic in the Austin air. Let's see. So King of Tokyo, Epic Spell Wars. I mean, the games are amazing. If you haven't played, you can play. Check out our Unrivaled site. Go to unrivaled.com and you can look at all of our different games. We've been playing a lot of Munchkin in the office. Justin, do you have a favorite game at this point? Something that really rattles your bones?
I love the excitement of King of Tokyo. I love the backstabbing of Munchkin. I love the epicness of Epic Spell Wars.
You can't just name all of the games.
I'm not picking favorites. I love every single game. There's a reason why all these games are a part of our tournaments.
I'm getting angry.
There's a reason. There's a reason. But wait a second.
What?
If you're not here in Austin like we are, where can you watch us? It's not just one place.
It's like you bring up all the best points about this whole thing.
I try.
You can watch on Smashcast. You can watch on Twitch. You can watch on Facebook Live.
You can.
And you can watch on YouTube, right? We're streaming on all those things. But if you're at home, you're thinking, oh, well, I can't compete today. Well, we do have coming up, we've got a couple big regionals all around. We are sweeping the country with this tournament. So if you're in places like Port Jervis, New York, if you're in places like next week we'll be in Atlanta, you can compete. Or you can compete virtually today in our competition that we've come up with. Chance to win $40 game credit at Laguna Hills. All you have to do is call, and you too can get one of these 6 games. Play it with your friends, and trust me, any one of the 6,
we might have a surprise judge too, because this is Steve Jackson's area. Like we said, it's Munchkinville. But man, you never know if Steve Jackson's going to come and decide what he's going to do. And that could change our competition. That could change the Munchkin games here. That could change the entire landscape.
It's amazing how much power he has. It kind of starts to worry.
Yeah.
I start breathing very heavy when I think about it. In fact, Steve, I wish you were watching me yesterday. I could have used your help on my boon.
It was all good. Perfect boon. You didn't need it and it didn't help you.
I actually didn't need the boon. I was victorious. Check chop.
Okay.
Check chop.
Right.
Sorry about that. J-Man, so we're playing a Swiss tournament. Let's explain that to the people.
Swiss tournament, it's not double elimination. So if you lose a game, you're not out.
Right.
Based on competitiveness, how you fared against winners, how you fared against other people that you were playing with. And then you get points and certain additions to that. And then you move along. So if just because you don't win the first game doesn't mean you can't qualify for Las Vegas. And we've seen that earlier in these regionals where someone who didn't win a regular featured table still won the championship table and are now on to Vegas.
Yeah, it's a great way. It's like almost like a little lesser buddy to the round robin. It doesn't take as long as time, and it's a good chance for you not to just be a one and done, which is really cool. So again, just awesome style of gameplay for these 6 games.
Perfect.
And Justin, we are inching towards closer. Here's the caterpillar.
Time is ticking.
Sorry, here's the watch.
Time
the caterpillar
is ticking.
going to view the watch. And time is getting closer for our grand finals.
Time should
in
be getting
Las
closer
Vegas.
for us starting today too.
It will be. I know it will be. It's
I'm
coming
excited.
up.
I just
All
want
of
to
our
start.
viewers are antsy. They're ready. It's the Austin Scorpions. They're climbing up their boots, getting ready. But our finals, October, right? October 27th through 29th. In
Las Vegas.
At Las Vegas. In Las Vegas.
We'll see. We'll be there. You'll see us.
Horrible with prepositions. Yeah, you'll see us there. We may have some surprise guests there
Got a lot of surprise guests, surprise competition, surprise everything.
Prizes, games galore. So part of you are wondering, well, what's the point in playing? Yeah, I can play these awesome games with my friends, and that's cool.
But can you play for money?
But can you play
I mean, you technically could, but you can't play for the amount of money you could possibly win if you qualify for Vegas.
Yeah, we don't condone your playing for money. We condone
our
playing
for money.
Well, you're playing for our money, not ours.
Wait, do I have to give them my money?
Unless you're a tax collector.
Okay.
We here at Oomba and Unrivaled, again, the winner of our Vegas championships, in one of the 6 games will take home $10,000. Second place $5,000. Third place $2,500. Fourth place $1,000.
Not just for them though; they can get it for their game.
That's the best part. The store that you represent will also be getting $10,000 if you win. So money all around. But you know what's really important? Gameplay pride.
Yeah.
Not only will you be taking home that amount of cash.
A lot of bragging rights. Yes, you want to
home.
win the money, but for me, sometimes bragging rights is
bragging rights
more
is the best
important.
because you can do stuff like this. Justin, who won Munchkin yesterday?
You did.
This guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry that I still do that stance. I don't know why.
I've been trying to tell him not to do this stuff. It's an ongoing thing week after week. His ego's getting to him every Munchkin win he has. But still, it doesn't beat that team. Hashtag Team Justin is better than hashtag Team Tim.
I'm inflating with Munchkin powers.
Team Justin.
That's not true. Okay, tell them about the hash. We've got hashtag Team Justin, hashtag Team Tim, but we'll touch on that more later. In the meantime, let's go to our feature table of King of Tokyo. Here we go.
I'm excited.
Are you excited?
Well, I just said I'm excited.
That's right.
Let's go.
I'm excited.
And pay attention.
No, so, yeah, so I just got the countdown. So guys, we will be playing King of Tokyo today. As we've seen before from at least the audience, but not for you guys, this board will be determining what you have for health and points. So there will be, as you look, no cards for your character. This is all your character. It makes it easier for not only the players to see, but also for the audience on home, as well as our studio of people who are giving commentary and whatnot. So before we start the game, I'm going to give you guys all 8 dice to roll and see who has the most fists to go first. So starting with you go first. But before we roll, let's introduce ourselves. So what's your name, my friend?
Michael Yang.
Michael Yang, and then
Zoe Wade. Kylie Travis.
Michael Grennan.
Perfect. So we got 2 Michaels. So we have Michael Y, Michael G.
I can go by Mike.
Mike. Okay. So we have Mike, Michael, Zoe, Kylie,
Mike and Michael.
I don't know names. Sorry.
Mike and Michael.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's get into it right now. Starting with Space Pigman. I'll call you guys by name fonts first. So Space Pigman, you're up first.
Here we go. King of Tokyo off to the races.
We have 1, 2, 3 fists. Up to you now.
So what they're doing right now, they're rolling to see who goes first.
No fists.
The player with the most amount of fists or powers of those claws
I call them smashes.
will be the first.
Sounds
Will be the first to go.
It will be. Let's touch on it real quick before
As you guys know,
we
you guys
get,
are rolling 6 dice.
CJ's going to touch on the
Help
rules.
stop the odds of ties.
Way to win.
It's like right there, perfect. You are first up, Michael.
Get 20 victory points.
20
Guys
victory
out.
points.
Or be the last one standing, aka the King of
Be
Tokyo.
the last
And
one.
make sure everyone's
Alright.
And
Oh yeah.
we see the rolls.
Ready?
With those rolls,
So we have even
what
bigger.
can people get?
We have
So,
Vast Storm.
you're gonna, and there we go.
And then
we
we
see those
have
cards in the center. Each purchasable,
available cards to
purchasable
buy
by
right
the amount
now.
of energy that they have, and you're gonna have 3 different. You have 3 rolls.
Remember it?
You can roll once. You can roll twice. You can roll 3 times. It's all up to you how you want to resolve the dice. And you've got those numbers on there: 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 represent the number of victory points you will collect as long as you roll a minimum of 3 of those. So we can see.
Yeah, well, right there, he already has 2 or 3 twos. That's going to give 2 points. Add another 2 right there. That's 3 points right off the bat. In a game like this, it dictates the game early on if someone gets like 4 victory points right away. Why does that dictate the game? Is it more focused towards the victory points and just killing people, or how has it changed based on kind of how early games or early play starts?
Yeah, again, strategy is varied. You know, some people go for the destruction of other monsters, and other people go for the VP. Going for the VP.
And we see Zoe right there with 2 twos already.
Zoe, I love it.
I'm telling you, the twos, the
The
points.
twos. People are playing deuces down here in Austin.
That's 3 points already.
Thing.
Sorry, you're supposed to move into Tokyo on your turn.
Oh, even without a claw?
Yes, the new rules were changed to moving Tokyo when there's no one in Tokyo.
All right.
That is honestly my bad for forgetting.
And there's CJ, the
Yep.
judge, explaining the rules as always, doing a great job.
Have to be in Tokyo. Always got to be after the. There has to be somebody in Tokyo. Once you enter Tokyo, you're going to get a victory point.
Yep.
And if you stay all the way to your turn, till the next turn, you collect 2.
Yes, that is true.
Oh,
That
I
is
love
correct.
this. So many monsters.
With 3 points right there, we see nothing on that last roll with the 2. But she still got an attack with those 3 points right away. So that was a good move already for Kylie, and we see the points already adding up for these players.
Right. Let's talk about some of the cards in the center. We've got Vast Storm out there.
I like Vast Storm.
You just like to say it. I feel
Vast
like you just
Storm.
like saying Vast Storm.
And again, we see right there, Michael has 2 points with those 3 of a kind.
Would you like to stay in Tokyo, though?
Points are quick.
Points happen very fast.
And then we see Michael is staying in, getting those 2 points like we said. And that's in a 4-player game. How does your transition say if someone gets killed first, how does that game plan change now if it goes to 3 players or 2 players?
It becomes so quick because then all of a sudden those 2 points are much more attainable. You don't have to take as much damage, which is big. You can literally go around quick at a much quicker pace and pick up 2. Again, Vast Storm out there in the middle. It's a discard card +2. +2 VP, and all other monsters lose 1 energy for every 2 energy they have.
Like, just totally
grab some energy.
those and just like.
I'm just gonna stick with what I have.
So each player takes 4 damage. You all move down to 6 health.
Thank
And
you.
I get 2.
Would you
Kylie,
like to buy anything?
Yeah, I'll buy the even.
so
bigger.
polite.
So give yourself 2 health.
Michael buying even bigger.
He is buying even bigger. Let's talk about that card, J-Man. That is one of the only cards in the game, so you're limited to go up to 10 health unless you have that card. Even bigger is going to let you go up to a maximum of 12 health, which is big.
What does that do?
And a healing ray is
You
put out.
heal other players with your hearts.
Healing
So they
Ray.
must pay you 2.
I need a Band-Aid, but it better be made of lasers.
Got nothing I wanted, so I'm going to roll these again. Darn, I got 1 heart though.
Yep, that's it. So you get 1 health.
I get a health.
And
Haha.
that's all you do.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Thank you.
Very interesting to see how cards can be used to your advantage. If there are bigger cards that have greater advantages, that's when you start to see players use that energy, and that's when you see the strategy start to change a little bit.
I'm excited for these players.
That wasn't mini claw.
Yeah, it looks to be a quick, fast-paced moving game already. Health is all still in the same amount. Remember, you cannot heal inside Tokyo.
No, that is a rule. That is a rule that is official.
We stand by that,
You
too.
cannot, we respect that rule. Although you can, Justin, use the effect of cards.
Yes, you
to
can.
get more health, even if you're in Tokyo. That's one of the exceptions.
There you go.
Stay in Tokyo.
It's a brilliant game.
For the discard ones, can you keep it until you like discard it and actually use the card?
No, as soon as you buy the card, you must
have
immediately
to.
discard it
Okay.
using the effect.
Perfect.
But would you like to stay in Tokyo?
Yes, after taking
Okay,
the
and then would
damage.
you like to do anything with your energy?
And you hear Kylie asking some questions, which is cool. We like to have new players play these games because usually what you'll find out is they're incredibly addictive.
Down. You need to like.
And there's all and
work
Oh,
together.
there are no claws.
this is a perfect kind of game. The Swiss tournament is because you start learning the game as you go.
Right.
And even we have questions still about how this game is played.
Not
but
many.
You get players that get more familiar as the tournaments go on. You start at the LMQs and you start in the regular tables and you get to our championship table. And in one day you can learn and be conqueror of an entire game and find yourself on your way to Vegas.
Right.
Which is this is a tournament. This tournament is great for doing that.
Ooh, and we just see an incredible 3 smash being dealt. That's a big deal. Come on, Zoe.
She's taking the 3s. Oh,
Some of those kaiju monsters out there.
another 3 right there with the claw.
That's big.
She's gonna heal. She's gonna stop her turn right there.
Yeah.
You take one
We
more
see the board game night poster in the background.
With an Optimus Prime.
and move out.
And I get.
Space Penguin!
4 points.
More than meets
No, you
the
don't move
ice.
yet. First get the 4 points.
Okay, I get 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now you enter Tokyo.
I
Okay.
get 1.
But that's interesting because she still doesn't have that much health with her right now.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
She's at a 5, I believe.
No,
She is the Mecha Dragon.
Right now, everyone drifting in the 6 to 4 range, they're going to
Yeah.
need to heal. Someone, and look, you see the stress on Kylie's face, thinking about healing.
When you start getting closer with your health and your points, that's when the stress builds up. And we saw Kylie in some sort of, oh man, I need a good roll right here.
Person if I like attack a child.
No, Kylie, go for
The
it.
answer is yes, you can.
Tokyo.
There's only
And
Mecha.
there's only dragons in Tokyo, no children.
Well, there's another claw, another chance to do it.
It's trying to tell you something.
Don't do it. Don't you take Zoe
Take
out.
a 3,
I'll be
there,
so
good.
mad.
I don't want to go in there though. So. Darn it!
So you gain an energy and a healing,
So she healed.
as well as 3 points.
And then can I buy a card now?
Yes, you can. What would you like to buy?
That one.
Okay, so
Justin, there are a couple cards though that'll allow you to heal without having to roll hearts on the dice.
What?
has 3 health.
Oh,
Oh,
oops, not. What was I thinking?
she didn't realize.
No.
Oh man.
Oh, you do go 4 points.
It's okay.
And we do hear a little trash talk by Zoe right there.
What did she say? I couldn't
She's-
hear. My
Ky-
ears are old.
Kylie was like, I don't know what I was thinking, and I heard you weren't thinking from Zoe, I think.
Zoe, good for you getting in some smack talk. We encourage polite smack talk here at Unrivaled during the games, as long as it's polite. Remember, Wheaton's Law is still in
We'll
effect.
roll out. All right, punch you twice.
What?
Take-
1, 2, bye.
The real Reptar on Twitch
Hey, I
says
got a
all the damage, all the damage. We have some fans for Zoe.
No.
Zoe, you've got a fan club on Twitch.
Interesting is this is where the game starts to change a little bit. Health starts to get lower, victory points start to rise. Interesting change of strategies.
Which Michael do you think is going to be the last Michael standing? Michael 1 or Michael 2?
None of them there.
I bet you Michael is.
Good call.
Yep.
So great.
Giant Brain out in the middle.
Going to 8.
Going to 8?
You're going to 8th grade?
Giant Brain is a keep card. You have 1 extra die roll each turn, and that could be a game changer. That's a big one.
All right, so
She was like 12 or 8.
4 damage,
Well,
2
I
kick as
just
well.
Justin. Okay.
You've gone on to
Michael's sitting at 8 victory points and 6 health.
Whoa, whoa.
We've already got 3 people close to being eliminated. So
Only one down
Yeah,
there.
I think I'm gonna run away.
Yep. Michael's getting out of there.
I think I'll give you a point.
I like that he Monty Pythoned his way out of Tokyo. Run away!
All right, Zoe. Let's see it.
Straight out of on
She's got some 2s and a heart. She needs to heal.
So much life. This is what I don't
it's
understand.
the even bigger.
This
I
game
got
did
two.
get out of hand. Dinkleswerve on Twitch saying this game got out of hand. It got out of hand quick.
Darn it.
People are real low
I could've sworn it's
on health.
I was like, what the
That's the beauty of these type
Oh,
of
there we
games,
go.
though.
That's a big heal right there.
That's a great card.
Wait.
Too good to be
She's
true.
done. She's done her turn.
Yeah. Zoe with a huge save, back up to 6.
Lots
Yeah.
of energy right there.
Yeah, I don't care. I want
That's the
her.
beauty of this game, though, or this tournament. A game like this can change on a dime, on an instant, and boom, everyone is kind of searching
or hearts.
for
Risk it?
answers.
Roll them for hearts. You need hearts. You're about to die. What
Yeah.
what good are the points if you're gonna die?
Yeah, he could kill you. Damn it!
Oh, you should go into Tokyo.
She got 3 threes right there.
3 threes.
But that
trays,
attack could
as we
possibly
like to
leave
call
her
them.
back into Tokyo.
3.
Let me think if I wanna.
You want to make the 2 extra points. You can last this. You have plenty. He'd have to roll all attacks in the next one. You're good. You can do this. I believe in you. Do it.
Kudos. That's a great job. See if it works.
Don't run.
Dinkle
from
Swear
here.
bringing up a great point on Twitch. At the moment, all it would take, but now we've healed up. Cyber Kitty has healed. We had 3 players down to 3, and all it would have taken was 1 person in Tokyo rolling 3 smashes
Yeah.
to end the game. Michael G
Prove something. Prove it.
I need the hearts just as bad as you
needing
do.
that health.
Keep the energies too. All right, 3 hearts.
3.
2 to 5.
And there we go. Everyone kind of
Everybody
avoiding
healing.
death.
So now we might see this turn into more of a victory points kind of game.
Oh, wow. Is he going to spend his 5 and pick up Giant Brain? That would be a huge pickup. Do it, Michael. You want that extra roll. Do it.
Nope.
Next up is Stretchy.
Ooh.
What does Stretchy do?
Moving your dice. You can spend
Let me tell
Well,
you.
Just explained it, but you could get
Oh,
into
no,
more in depth
you-
on that one.
I've played this game tons of times. I still have never.
So Michael gets 2 more points by staying in Tokyo, up to 11 now as we see his roll.
That's big stretch.
Got a couple 2s, got to keep the 2s most likely, or just say, you know what, I'm going to roll again.
Oh, and
Shoulda kept the
Should have
twos.
kept those 2s.
Or he's looking for that
hindsight
big knockout power right now.
All right, so I get.
And I'm saying he still got 3 2s.
Wow, and it is a race right now for those
Not-
victory points. People are not going these
Knocks
smash
Kylie down to
elimination.
2 health, but
That's it.
and also in the time being gets 3 2s on that last roll. So.
Right.
Good move by Michael right there.
Stretchy in the middle. Keep card before resolving your dice. You can spend 2 energy to change one of your dice to any result.
Ah.
Quantistic.
And yeah, one more
Oh, there we go. Zoe, she gonna hold on to those?
Roll it.
Ah.
Okay.
Zoe's holding her own right now.
She is.
And then you gain 2
Zoe's
points
holding
for
her own.
10.
1, 2.
Would you like to do anything with your energy?
I can't. Let's refresh, but I don't want
Thinking about spending that
So
energy.
well, and you've never been in Tokyo.
It was the +4 that she bought with the
That's
card.
true.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that-
well, I paid for it. Other ways.
3s, 2 1s.
Don't care
Right.
about those right now.
She needs health though. That's her big deal.
There's some hearts.
Kylie needs a
Got some
Band-Aid.
hearts right there.
There
2
it
hearts.
is, 2 hearts.
Should have kept the 3s, but she's gonna not gonna do.
Only when it benefits.
There's another heart. So that was a really health
Energy.
Health-based
healing
turn.
kind of base turn.
That was, her monster literally walked into Kaiser Permanente and said, do some tests.
Where am I?
Sorry.
Yeah, I get it.
It's my own doctor.
Sure.
I
Yeah,
like
let's
to
go
hang
with
out
Kaiser
with the monsters in
Permanente.
Kaiser Permanente. Oh, I can't roll it. Gotta stay in the box. Gotta stay in the box. Come on.
You know what they say if you're out of the box.
Yeah.
You're a creative
I do have
thinker?
fourth roll.
Have to roll again.
That was it.
So you gain 3 health.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing big. Just you have to roll again.
Michael G kind of just treading water at the moment.
But it was the re-roll the 3 card.
But that's what you can do sometimes. Just tread water,
2. Oh my gosh.
wait for
Wow,
one
no,
big
they're
roll,
just on victory.
and you're good. And we see Michael staying in Tokyo again.
It's exactly.
lot of-
Oh my glories!
See ya.
Glories and
Oh my
on
goodness.
high.
Keep them all. If he rolls a 3, this is over.
This is it.
This could possibly be over.
Oh, donut holes.
Roll
and
another one.
hot
Roll another
chocolate.
one.
Roll another smash.
Ah.
Damage. And Cyber Kitty.
Cyber
Cyber
Kitty's gone.
Kitty is
Everybody else
bye-bye.
has won.
Goodbye, Kylie.
I think that is it.
Drag me down.
That's all you do on your turn.
Wow.
Need some help. don't care about points.
See, that was the thing. Everyone was so
Focused
on healing that Michael keeps gaining those 2 points, and on a roll like that, we see it change the game with boom, five attacks.
I mean, either way, he's sitting pretty. You can't. There's nothing. He's going to be untouchable. He's almost at 15, 16 victory points, and everybody else is at 2 or 3. Come on, Zoe, hang in there.
And smart move though by Michael getting out, allowing Zoe to come in. She only has 3 health.
Come on, Zoe.
So.
Energy.
I'm rooting for someone with freckles.
Attack, healing, and a 3.
That roll was crazy. That's probably one of the most powerful rolls we've seen.
Yeah.
We don't see a lot of big smashes.
I told you, we felt like Austin was going to be something special today, and we see it early on in one of our featured tables at King of Tokyo.
Do you think it's the barbecue sauce?
It might be, honestly.
That's 2 points. Health.
Welcome to all of our viewers on
And 1 energy.
Smashcast.
You're up to 2.
Facebook Live,
Reggie, anything with your energy?
I have 3.
Oomba TV,
Oomba
Twitch.
TV,
Before
YouTube.
rolling dice, I can spend 2 to change one of them.
To whatever you want.
Yeah.
He has the magic touch on that.
Yeah. I don't have any extra right now, so we'll see if it does any good for me.
Battery monster.
Okay, that one's just free energy, I think.
I will not die, I will not die, I will not die.
Michael's back
Apparently,
to rolling.
DEG Pirate is Team Kylie.
Couple 2s.
Hey.
He's close. Michael's close with 15 victory
Will you
points
win
right now.
And they knocked him down.
He's still at 4 health though. So
I
it's-
take the smashes. What are you doing, Michael? Just
I don't think
take
he's
the
in.
smash.
I don't think he's in.
Tokyo? Oh
Tokyo,
yeah, you're
though.
right. He's outside
Zoe
Tokyo.
is, but he's
there
healing.
He's gonna heal
He
up.
might be a healer right now. Maybe he's a lover, not a fighter. But I can't say that because he did have 5 attacks in 1 roll.
Okay. Again, game not over, as you said. He heals back up because now he's painted a target on himself.
Yes. So now he knows, and Zoe gets out of there luckily,
Alright.
so she can still
Coordinated.
roll.
We need 7 punches. We got
She
7.
needs help.
Look at them
We got
talking. Michael and Zoe talking about
Zoe,
teaming up.
We got this.
Mike's gonna try to take
Come
you
on,
off,
Zoe.
or
No.
take you out if he uses punches.
He's gonna stay there. He needs the points. He gets 2 points. He wins in like 3 turns.
Look at
Mike's trying to
this
get
is
alliance
the
going on.
solicitation, the talking.
This is the part of the game that's
You
big
can't
though,
do
later
it.
on in the
And he
strategy-wise.
You know what this is? Almost, this is a little munchkin-y.
It is a little
It's a little
munchkin-y.
munchkin-y talking about pairing
What
up.
I wanted, so I'm gonna roll it.
Yeah.
Come on, Zoe.
Zoe.
There's 2 health
Okay,
that she
2
needed.
hearts. That's smart.
Other than that, really wasn't a very eventful roll for Zoe.
No, but
Zoe.
she's hanging in there. At least she wasn't
And
last.
she's getting peer pressure by Michael to attack other Michael.
Yeah.
Michael 2.
At least
By
she,
Michael
At
won,
least
yeah.
she wasn't last place.
Anything else? Okay.
At least she is in last place.
Yeah. I did say that. Now Michael's got some cards on the table though. He's got stretchy. He's got giant brain.
no, not now.
We'll see what he does with it. Those ones.
We've got
are,
some ones right there, but is that what he wants right now?
No, he's at 5.
The only way he's going to really win, I believe, is if he kills, because he's only at 5 victory points.
Michael.
So I think you go away with the victory points a little bit right now.
Yeah. Good call.
Another health.
He's
I
in
would
a-
roll it all again.
He's
Good.
in a canoe without a sandwich at this point, as we like to say.
And I'm gonna use my last roll to reroll those.
There he
Yeah.
is. He uses
I'm gonna put
that
2
giant
once.
brain. Oh,
But I'm
okay.
gonna take
Gets a
2
hit
hearts
in
before I
there.
do.
And then would you like to stay in Tokyo?
I'll stay.
He's going to stay. Michael's getting 2 points for staying, puts him up to 17. So he has a plethora of options the way to win right now at 17 victory points.
No, he won't win.
Couple tacks. Oh, keep the 2s.
Keep those deuces.
So-
Keep those deuces.
Let me.
He just needs 1 more point to win.
And 3 points. If you roll another 2, you win.
Yeah,
If he rolls another 2, he
It's
wins.
so simple.
Don't make this complicated, Michael.
Yeah.
Don't think about. Don't give
Punch-
you.
punch was
Don't
not
give
the way to
yourself the
go.
pensive thought.
And there we go.
There it is.
And that's a victory.
That should be
That
it.
gives you the game via points.
That was an impressive
Wow.
game.
Second is the point.
Oh, you're dead.
Wow.
Wow,
Second
CJ.
place with points. And then
CJ with the shutdown. Do I get second place? Says Zoe. And
That was a
CJ
brutal
said,
CJ.
No, you're dead to a child with freckles.
Game until the end, but England trumped everyone by being in Tokyo more longer than anyone else. Good job, you guys. Hopefully it was a good experience. Congratulations, Michael. Good job.
Good job.
We're going to be interviewing you very shortly.
All right.
You're a winner.
Wow, that was a good game.
That was
very
awesome.
impressive game. I told you the magic. We saw that huge roll that Michael had Oh man.
Let's talk logistics. I mean, for him, it really wasn't. He didn't have a ton of cards out on play. It was basically literally survival in Tokyo. Kept going around, building up those victory points. Then all of a sudden, we thought maybe he was going to transition to a smash with that giant roll of 5 paws.
I thought it was interesting, and my take out of it was that a lot of the takes of other turns was people trying to get health. And for them getting health, they weren't really attacking Michael, so that allowed him to keep staying in Tokyo, gaining those 2 points. And he stayed and got those 2 points at least 4 times, and that saw his victory points go up. And at the end of the day, it wasn't the attacks that helped him win. Yes, that kind of got people health, but it was those victory points that kept adding up to get him that victory.
If you're always on the defensive, you can't progress. Like,
that's the different strategies. Yes, you need the health to heal, but you also got to pay attention with who you're leaving in Tokyo, because that can add up while you're trying to heal and focus of yourself. Someone else is out there just letting them take their time and just get a victory.
I think that's something, as table gamers ourselves, that we like to play so much here in the office and outside of the office. I don't usually condone table talk, but that's one of the fun things about this is you saw the kind of soliciting back and forth of Michael to Zoe to try and get her to attack one person, and that almost needs to happen if that same person is in Tokyo. So again, kind of using their friendship to try and potentially, but to no avail.
And
let's
not discredit the good. Zoe had a great game. She played really well for probably her first thing, and I think that was something that was very interesting. We are going to have an interview with a special guest, like we said. We have a lot of people out here in Austin.
Right.
We're going to have an interview with Trina Sherman. She is a part of the Nonpareil Institute in Austin.
Here we go. Let's hear from her.
She's a great organization. Let's hear more about what she does.
Glad to have her.
We're going to get out to that interview. Have a little technical difficulties real quick. But yes, a lot of special guests here, a lot of good organizations spreading the word of tabletop throughout Austin, which is a great city for tabletop gaming.
I was going to say, it's already been, like you said, there is an excitement in the air. We are pumped to be here, and there's so many good things going around Austin.
Okay, now we have that interview back. Here's
timeout. I call timeout for 1 second because I just want to send a shout out to Zoe for being our youngest player.
Yes, in the tournament.
We've seen so far in the tournament, holding her own, not getting last place. You're better than I did in the Pinewood Derby.
All right, now we're back to the interview. Let's go to the interview.
Here's that interview.
Unrivaled and Oomba TV, here with Trina Sherman, aka Shermanator, the Nonpareil Institute of Austin.
Coming to Austin.
Trina, can you tell me a little bit of how the involvement of the games, a little bit about Nonpareil Institute?
Nonpareil Institute is a training and technology center building better futures for adults with autism. It's been in Plano for 8 years, expanded 2 years ago to Houston, and we're trying really hard to bring it to Austin. So we're up raising campaigning for funds to try to get it here into Austin. We're really excited to be here today playing all these awesome board games and telling you a little bit about some of the games that we're coming out with too.
And about that, it's Livewire, right? That they were coming out on?
Lightwire,
okay.
Lightwire.
Tell me a little about that. When I heard something's coming out soon.
It is. On August 24th, Lightwire is going to be available. It's going to be at the App Store. It's also going to be on Steam. And it's a super cool kind of space game that's like a math puzzle game. So you use the turrets and you shoot the different nodes to gain the energy in the space game. So it's really cool. It's going to be a big launch. We're really excited. Going to launch it here in Austin and at QuakeCon in Dallas. Awesome. Yeah, it's going to be really fun.
And then one last question for you.
Sure.
How does someone get involved with the organization?
Well, actually, the best thing to do is to get onto our Facebook page, which is Nonpareil Austin, Nonpareil Institute Austin. We also have a website, npitx.org. You can find us on there. And that's the best way to get in there and sign up for our constant contact, keep track of what we're doing, because we're going to be doing a lot of interesting kind of events and make it really fun, get the community involved. We're really excited,
Thank you very much, Trina. This is awesome to be involved with you guys, and I can't wait to see the future.
Me too.
All right. Tune back in soon.
Once every August, something incredibly special happens. Do you know what it is, Justin?
Our producer Cam buys a new pair of flip-flops.
Yes, but also people stop what they're doing, realize it's insignificant, and come learn about tabletop with us. I'm Tim, and this is Game Changers.
Now, last week we saw both of our winners have amazing beards.
True that.
No coincidence they conquered the competition.
True.
Kind of like why I'm growing my beard out.
Can we get a close-up?
But none of beer talk. You know what is a real conqueror? Is Ozai the Peerless from Ascension, our game changer card of the week. Ozai the Peerless takes 6 runes to buy, and it reads like this. You defeat a monster with cost 6 power or less without paying its cost. So if there's a bunch of monsters in the middle row, and they have a lot of honor if you defeat them, boom. Beat it without using the hero, and you get that honor.
I like it a lot because you don't have to use multiple cards from your hand to gather that power. It's literally one card that can wipe them out instantaneously. We saw Chucky McBeards Charles use that to his advantage last week. One of only 2 of the Enlightened faction cards that actually deals power damage.
Sounds like you did a bunch of reading. I don't really like to read, but I like to collect bookmarks. And my Spotlight card is the bookmarks that we can use for Munchkin.
Oh ho!
So there are a bunch of bookmarks you can use in the tournament, but the official Unrivaled tournament bookmark says this. You can play it during while someone else is in their combat.
Right.
And then if you rip it up to 3 times, that person can lose up to 3 levels. But if you rip it more than once, you lose a level. So sometimes it's a suicide mission where you want them to lose 3 levels if they're about to win, and you and boom.
Ooh, they're gonna get it, and you're gonna get it too.
They're done.
That's what happens unless you're literate. Well, Justin, you know, there's some bizarre stuff going around the office. You know what's really bizarre? Bizarre from Villagers and Villains, my Spotlight card. Bizarre reads as follows. It's a building card, and during your build hire phase, you can pay 2 gold to build or hire 1 extra card. Costs 5 gold, but this is clutch because if you're sitting at the table with 7 in your town, you can literally hire 2 cards or build 2 cards if you want, build or hire, and all of a sudden usurp anyone that's sitting at 8. All of a sudden maybe Lucy's at 8, maybe Reggie's at 7, and maybe Mark's at 8, and you're like, oh bam, I was at 7, now I'm at 9. Super way to just get that that highest town bonus right at the end. Just snake it from them.
You always want to beat Reggie.
It's true. Well, this has been another episode of Game Changers. Thank you. Stay tuned for more Unrivaled, where you can see our lovely faces.
Who doesn't want to see more of us?
I can think of 7, Penelope Cruz, Benjamin
Anyways,
Franklin,
I'm Justin.
Mark, and I'm Tim.
Challenge everyone.
Wow, so we just saw a crazy game of King of Tokyo. Big shout out to Yellow for publishing the game. We absolutely love it here in the office. Richard Garfield helped out immensely. It's a Richard Garfield game. Speaking of publishers, game designers, again, it was a big week for us here in the office. It was Munchkin Week. We've
got a lot of Munchkin people here today.
I'm blanking out on the guy's name that Oh, who did Munchkin? Who did Maybe he could call me and he could tell me. Remind me.
You got that, Steve Jackson? Maybe call
No,
him.
don't. I would never say Steve Jackson games. Well, let's talk a little bit about Munchkin because we had so much fun.
We played a Marvel game.
You did.
Or we technically didn't. But our compadres did. And the Marvel is a very interesting part. It's not classes and races. You start with an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. card.
Shield agent, right?
And you have certain abilities and certain attacks with that. And then you can have allies, which is the Avengers, Spidey friends, or Inhumans. And based off of that, you get certain helps or certain attacks and certain defenses. And you kind of play your game like that. And we were seeing that their attack levels, based on all the cards that you can get, were super high. But my favorite part are all the monsters that you can face.
Right, like
Ultron, level 18.
Level 18, so terrible.
Probably one of a very well-designed and well-made adaptation to Munchkin with the Marvel.
Tons of expansion sets for Munchkin. Another one that we played here in the office, we had Munchkin
The Wizard of Oz,
which was great.
It was good.
A blast. You can see in the artwork, brilliant job again, obviously, by John Kovalik.
And there's a bunch of adaptations.
Munchkin Spell School just came out. We've got Munchkin Wonderland. So just Munchkin-y all over the place. We actually, here at Oomba and at Unrivaled, have some specific Munchkin gear towards us.
Yes.
If you haven't done so, I would say go to the App Store, definitely download the Munchkin app because you too can
Tim's
use your
very
boons.
big on the Munchkin app.
It's a soft $4.99, but I can tell you it is so worth it to watch your friends
squeal
when you are at level 8 and you
worth
elf-like confidence. We also have our Munchkin, this is official. This is tournament licensed.
This is the tournament official. What does this one do? We just saw it in our Game Changer. For those that missed the Game Changer segment, what are you doing? It's the best segment on TV.
Emmy nominated, almost Emmy nominated, as we like to say, almost Emmy nominated segment, Game Changers. If you did miss it, we have a list of our sanctioned bookmarks
on the Unrivaled series, or the Unrivaled tournament website.
Right, and Spite, you touched on it, J-Man. Ripping up 1, 2, 3, and a person could lose that many levels in combat.
And this was we just saw this on the last Game Changers we rolled. Very unique. It wasn't a card, but it's something that's needed to be spotlighted because we've seen it multiple times in the tournament so far.
We saw a Tra-La-La one, which is one of my favorite because it involves fully grown adults singing and dancing around a table. I'm a Munchkin. Sorry, I've got to get the whole thing memorized. Okay, well, I think
we talk about Game Changers. Do you want to just show them another Game Changers episode?
I don't want to force them to have to watch more of you.
I will force you guys to watch more of I. Here's another Game Changers.
The clock is ticking. Vegas is getting closer, especially if you're wearing 3D glasses or have a small case of micropsia. So, it's important that you need to know what you need to know about tabletop gaming, and you need to know it now. My name's Tim.
I'm Justin.
And this is Game Changers.
Now, Tim, I was thinking about this the other day. There are a lot of masters in life, just like masters of a lot of stuff.
So true. Such a poignant
point. Master Yoda, Master P, the Masters, but there's only really one Master of Ascension, and that is Master Dartha, our Game Changer card of the week. So Master Dartha takes 7 runes to bind it. It reads like this. It's lengthy, bear with me. It says draw 3 cards. So we see that as later on in the game when there's a lot of action going on, you draw 3 cards, that's big. But if you pair this card with someone like a 2-fold Ascara, and you draw 3 cards, play the 2-fold Ascara, draw 3 more cards, those 6 cards can be a huge game changer, like we can see in Ascension.
That's a big shift. That's a big hand, and usually big hands lead to great things. That's a man I'd like to visit. Speaking of people I'd like to visit this nurse with a syringe on Rapid Healing, my spotlight card from King of Tokyo. Rapid Healing reads as follows. It's only 3 energy to buy. You spend 2 energy at any time to gain 1 health. That's a keep card. This is amazing because say the dice isn't rolling in your favor. The only way to truly heal in King of Tokyo is to roll those healing. However, if you're loaded on energy, this is a great card to have. Plus, you can play it at any time. So it means you can or cannot bluff your way to being inside or outside Tokyo. It really leaves the other players having to use their imagination as to what you're going to do. Very awesome spotlight card. And Justin, have you ever seen a nurse with a syringe that size?
I have not, but sometimes I've seen a raven without powers, and only humans get powers. But with my spotlight card, Retribution from Nevermore, you can also have powers as a raven. Retribution is a shadow magic card, and you play it when you are attacked. When you are attacked, you do 2 damage to that attacker. But if you're dead and are a Raven, when anyone attacks anyone, you do 2 damage to that attacker. And so essentially, when you're a Raven, you have more power even though you're dead. And that's essentially a way to piss people off and fly over and see what's going to happen as if you are a 3-eyed Raven.
I like when you use hand motions. It makes explaining everything so much easier.
It's way easier for me.
Well, this has been another episode of Game Changers. Stay tuned for more of our Unrivaled tournament. You can watch it on Twitch, Smashcast, Facebook Live, or in the old-fashioned way, in person with a monocle. I'm Tim.
I'm Justin.
Challenge everyone.
Hey everyone, I'm Quinn with UmaTV, and here is your quick Esports Now update. The Helsinki Reds announced a collaboration with the Good Game Squad esports organization. The new Overwatch Junior team, GGS Reds, will begin their weekly training sessions in September. The team will be training in the Esports Center in Helsinki, Finland. The head coach is Niklas Nivu Hervela, and team manager Mika Pulkkinen will be in charge of behind-the-scenes duties. Coach Niklas said, quote, "With Good Game Squad here to accompany us, I believe we could do something special for young esports talents living near Helsinki." The player search is on for 13 to 19-year-old Overwatch talents who could attend the weekly trainings and hopefully make the team and compete. The Overwatch World Cup is finishing up the group stage this weekend with the United States leading the charge. Esports continues to expand at incredible paces. Millennial Esports acquired a majority stake in the racing publisher Eden Games for $9 million. They now hold over 82% of the company. The full deal is expected to go through by the end of October. Eden Games' main titles are V-Rally, Test Drive Unlimited, and their most recent title, Gear Club. The popular free-to-play mobile game is coming to the Switch in late 2017. For those who do not know, Millennial Esports is a tournament, event management, and broadcasting company for esports. The majority of their coverage is the Halo Championship Series. We will provide you with further updates on the deal here on Esports Now. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube for all of your latest esports news. Also, be sure to check out our Unrivaled Tournament Series, which hosts its 7th regional tomorrow in Austin. You can still register in person on the day of the event. For more information, just head over to unrivaled.com. I'm Quinn with UmaTV. Until next time, challenge everyone.
All you people purveyors of Unrivaled and tabletop to game-changing segment that change your life. I'm Tim. It's been some time. Change my fault.
Last Seattle, we had a great time. We all gameplay. Never more ago.
Hey, Justin. Welcome back to the Oomba Studios here in Austin at our Unrivaled tournament, the largest tabletop tournament of 2017. Justin, we saw a crazy game of King of Tokyo.
Yes.
Coming up, we've got Ascension, one of my favorite games to play. One of yours as well. You love
I stayed up all night last night playing on the app.
You stayed
Fly Trap Witch, Fly Trap Witch, Fly Trap
Witch over and over again. Let's for those newbies that might be coming in, we'll touch on the rules a little bit as we're going.
CJ will too.
And CJ will as well. What can we talk about as far as there's 120 honor if we've got 4 players. The goal is to get as much as possible and as much in your deck.
I think the big thing is you learn how you play the game. So we're gonna we're gonna try something new. Let you try to learn as you see the game play. So let's go out and watch it.
Here's that Ascension table.
And before we start, let's introduce yourself, starting with you, my friends.
I am Liz.
Liz.
I'm Ryan.
We got our players' introductions.
John.
Brian.
Brian. So we got Liz, Jonathan.
Ryan,
Jonathan, Brian. Excellent. That's not confusing at all. Okay, so as you guys know, the first, once the 120 honor is gone, the game will be over, equaling final turns of equal play. Everyone right now, shuffle your decks if you haven't already. And I'm shuffling this deck. Jisuyu goes first. You guys will flip the top card, making the lineup. Whoever has the highest cost card will go first. Sure. So you guys are basically making the lineup already, and this will help us go first. Starting with you, Liz.
The honor that CJ's talking about represented in the middle right there. There's that honor pool. The red represent 5 cost. The clear ones represent 1. And in the middle is the center row, as we like to call it. Over on the right is the void.
Please.
Up top, got your favorite 3 things.
7,
Cultic.
And then this should now.
Tilted.
I read both at the
Liz,
same
go
time.
first, which means the game will end on your turn. Whenever you guys are ready, you may draw your 5-card hand. You may start playing. I will be in charge of the main deck. If I forget, I'm very sorry. I will make sure to do it right away.
Don't forget, CJ.
Do not, CJ, it is your responsibility.
And if we ever kill the cultist, just do a quick point or just say I'm killing the cultist so I know that that's where that 1 honor is coming from.
Sure.
You may start whenever.
Alrighty, and here we go. 5 cards at a time. So you played 4 apprentices, get rid of 4 runes.
Right.
I'm going to grab him.
What kind of strategy do we see early on in the game?
Well, right now, this is big because you've got 2 Mechana out, 2 Mechana constructs out on the board. And if you can pair up those Mechana right away, it can be completely advantageous for the ending, well, for the entire game with a 4-player game. More constructs out, usually the better in a 4-player. But that's just a
What
stereotype.
is you said the Mechana constructs, what's the advantages to combining factions or staking factions? So like Mechana with Mechana, Lifebound with Lifebound, because as we see that Snapdragon pop out right there, which is a Lifebound construct.
Right. Well, so they're they're like a cog in a great industrial machine. They're meant to work together. And the more you build on top of a specific faction, the more they literally propel into bigger advantages. So if you play a lot of Mechana, they will start to compile and exponentially either gain you power, gain you runes.
Gotcha.
So if you can stick to one, it usually is good. But you know, for me, I like to play like a balance of 2. For instance, I love playing Void and I love playing Lifebound. Void trims the deck. Lifebound typically, expands the, lets you draw multiple cards.
Yeah.
So you're going to get those power cards quicker.
Yeah, and it's very interesting because we see early in the game when you have like 5 apprentices, as we see right there, you can play all those 5 apprentices, get a Snapdragon like that. But later on in the game, when you start building your deck, you have cards that say draw cards. So you like to play those first. What's the advantages of playing something like that first, like a Master Dartha, like our Game Changer, which allows you to draw 3 cards before just putting all of them out on the table?
I mean, so the key is drawing those cards, seeing what your entire hand is compiled of before you play them, because the turn sequence is going to determine literally what happens as far as effects go. So it's important to literally play all the cards that you can into your hand before you start banishing monsters. See what your entire stockpile is, your arsenal, if you will, before you go on and fight those monsters. Because after you fight a monster and defeat it, it's going to be banished. It's going to be replaced right away. That's the first thing that happens in Ascension.
And the strategy depends on what's on the table right there, the center row. Sometimes, like last week, we saw the center row filled with monsters, and then sometimes it's filled with heroes. How do strategies change when something like that pops up?
Well, if there's multiple monsters on there, you just want to slay them, and it's instantaneous. You get those, you get the honor points right away. Whereas if there's heroes on there, all of a sudden you're starting to collect, really sift through your deck and build a strategy. It's a deck building game.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's kind of where, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, if it's a power grab, if it's a power grab right away, you kind of have to go for it and adjust on the fly. This is one of those games where you literally mid-game strategy is thrown off all the time, constantly.
And we've seen that throughout this tournament.
Which is tough for someone like me with ADHD, because I constantly am like, oh, maybe I should go hero here, maybe I should start banishing monsters, and I fail. Which is why
and we see that Burrow mark pop up.
No one plays me on the
Now, Mechana Constructs are the faction with the biggest honor per their hero cards and their constructs.
Yep.
So that's something to look out for. They maybe not always have the most powerful consequences when you play them. However, at the end of the game, they build up and help you with those honor points.
Radio. Radio, Jack.
Righty-o, Jack, as we see right there, Ryan. I believe get that Burrower's mark already has that Watchmaker's Altar.
And you can tell, like, some of those bigger power cards or bigger runed, more expensive rune cards are going to be on the board for a little bit. So you're not going to be able to, turnover is going to be less. Yeah. So Avatar of the Fallen, one of my favorite cards in the game, highest monster out there, and costs 7 power to defeat, but you basically can take any other card from the middle and either keep it or destroy it, banish it into a void if it's a monster. So,
Sea Tyrant's an interesting card out there too.
Basically a twofer. Which one?
The Sea Tyrant.
I like Sea Tyrant. I'm a monster of the ocean. I will tip your canoe. What's with me in canoes today?
Flytrap Witch.
She's a lady. Oh,
don't get me excited with my Flytrap Witch.
Justin's favorite card for all of those of you watching out there is the Flytrap Witch. He has a cardboard cutout of her in his bedroom.
I have a fat out, yeah.
It's a fat head of Flytrap Witch.
Out. Interesting. The 3 apprentices right there with the 2 militia, 4 Liz.
And right now it's a good balance in the center.
And she's trying to. And she banishes the Hedron Cannon.
The Hedron Link device.
And a Drizzle Staff, or a Drazzle Staff, as CJ likes to pronounce it.
Or Wag-Drizzle. I tried.
Has the militia, punches a cultist, hashtag punch a cultist.
Ha-ha! Why does it sound more and more like Mario? You were so much better at saying it. I don't know why.
But it is like a Mario.
There we go. Good
Samael's Trickster is put on the board. So now the 3 back end of that center row are monsters.
Yep.
And you see now the 6 out of the 6 cards, 4 are monsters. That's when the strategy starts to change a little bit. People play their cards differently and want to see some sort of change of the game.
And unlike destroying constructs, when you banish a construct or banish a card from the center, you're not going to see that card ever again unless the deck gets reshuffled. So someone that's sitting there thinking Mechana might be my way to go, well, now that you know you've lost the 2nd highest Mechana card out there, you're probably starting to alter your strategy because that link device is huge. I mean, that's where you really gain all your points because every construct can be a Mechana construct. And if you've got some of those other mechanisms that are going to give you those rune points, or multiple runes.
You see right there, Jonathan gets a Void Initiate, pairs that up with another Void Spike Vixen right there.
Vixen.
So we see a little Void faction going on there with Jonathan.
I like it. We haven't seen a lot of Void recently.
Void is the type of faction. What does a Void faction do? What is they mainly known for?
Well, so Void factions again are known for trimming the deck, keeping part of this game is as you're going along you start thinking, especially in the beginning phase, oh I want to collect as many cards as possible. That's not the case because the larger your discard pile grows, the more you're going to have to reshuffle. Those same cards.
You want to keep it thin.
So if you can keep it thin, it means you get to your best cards.
Yes. And that was something I struggled with thinking. I just want to build my deck, have a bunch of cards. But when you do have those powerful cards, you want the least amount of cards in your deck so you can get to that quicker and deal more damage and get honor.
In the way that TLC said, I don't want no scrubs, it's kind of the same thing. I don't want no scrubs.
No offense to any scrubs out there, but that's just the Ascension way of life.
You don't want filler.
That is the Ascension. The Ascension theme song is No Scrubs.
It's No Scrubs.
By TLC.
No Scrubs, no filler. And there, the changeover is still, now it's a little more monster heavy, so we'll see what happens. I'm pretty pumped. Early on, Liz, we got a nice shot on the ring and the honor. So much honor as well as
Through Earth Tyrant. That's a big 6 power to defeat it though, but
it's a big kill.
It's a big kill and allows.
You're going to get 5 honor, and you're going to get to draw 2 cards.
Yes.
Which is
took the words right out of my mouth.
You were going to say. We do have a competition coming up. It's big for us here. How do you want to say it? How do you want to say it? Do you want to talk about it?
I'll talk about it. So, again, we're having another competition, like we do every week, about the $40 worth of store credit to Game Master in Laguna Hills, where you can call them up, get a bunch of cool games, get another adaptation of Marvel, whatever. But today's competition, we want to do competitions every week that focus on like certain games. And this week we're going to talk about our competitions based on Nevermore. And we know Nevermore is big on the Ravens and the pecking and all that stuff. And so our competition today, building it up now.
Wait, hold on. Do you hear that? That's the Austin Brown quaking.
Our competition today is, if you were allowed to name ravens in Nevermore, what would your raven name be and why?
What would your What would your raven name be and why?
Make it specific.
Make it cool.
To Nevermore.
Make it like
haunting, weird, cool.
Like Poalicious, or I'd maybe name mine Clawsy, because he sounds kind of like a friendly guy who could claw you, or Peckster.
Sometimes I gotta shake my head because he just goes on these rants about his raven names.
You're stuck with me and you're forced to love me, so.
But as we look at the board now, 5 monsters out of the 6 on the board.
Again, so do we see that strategy
now that strategy
shift?
is changing a little bit.
We've yet to see someone defeat that avatar of the Fallen. And if that happens, you can. If you were playing, Justin, what would you be taking if you got the avatar of the Fallen right now? Because I can tell you what I
want to get a better look at the board.
Let's take up the creation.
Well, once we get a look at the board, I'll tell you.
Know your honor.
Oh,
Jonathan playing a great.
I might have to take that right now. That Earth Tyrant.
I would do the same. Look it, we're mind twins.
It's playing Ascension over and over again, but we see. I think it's Ryan who has those 2 Mechana constructs out there. Those are pretty big right now.
Those are great, but for my money, Jonathan is really.
Actually, this is Jonathan. This is Jonathan. Did I say Ryan has the Mechana construct?
Jonathan has the Void. Jonathan playing right now. Got the Void Thirster. And this is big because he's got a really nice mix of Lifebound and Void, which is a cool combo to have. That Void Thirster construct is going to give you 1 rune per turn, and the first time you defeat a monster in the center, you're going to pick up an honor, which is clutch because, as we said, right now there's a lot of monsters in the center.
I gotta say though, Brian with that Unrivaled hat, that black on the orange.
Black on orange, it's nice. It's a nice tinge. Black on orange, black on orange, black on orange.
Salmon.
Placement of Apprentice card. Tell Christian.
Salmon color.
And I will do 2.
And there he is.
Taking the cultist.
Punch the cultist. Meow.
And we see there though, there's a Snapdragon and a Spiked Vixen.
Neo Cow. We got some people on Twitch. Thanks for watching, all my Twitchites. We're glad to have you.
And thanks for watching on Facebook Live. We've got a good amount of viewers on Facebook.
Neo Cow Plays says Goo Ryan. I don't know why you say Goo Ryan, but Neo Cow Plays.
I think it's Go Ryan.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Ooh, I think the Wind Tyrant or the Earth Tyrant is no longer, and the Yggdrasil staff. It makes more sense now here in CJ. Saying Yggdrasil staff.
I don't like. No, I will always say a drizzle. You have to get that drizzle in there. Again, we've got that Nevermore contest.
Yeah.
We'll give you to the end of this Ascension game. We might go 1 game longer. But
yes.
That's it.
We might go 1 game longer.
Chance
we just
to
want
win
to see all your.
All you have to do is come up with a great Raven name.
Void Thirster.
Ooh, a Void Thirster put on the board. Now that is the 1 hero, still surrounded by a bunch of monsters. Strategy probably still the same. However, again, it's all just the luck of the draw.
Right. Right. You don't know what's going to be pulled up next out of that magical hat of Vigil.
Yes.
If you will, for all of those Ascensionites out there. My favorite part about the games are the backstories. Some of them. Like, I just love the backstories, especially this one. Like creating the land of Vigil, the realms, and then, woo, monster heavy!
Monsters on the board.
That's about right.
It's one of those. It's one of those.
You think they barbecue monsters in Austin?
Would not doubt it, as we see 2 initiates played.
Initiate.
As Spike Vixen played as well for Jonathan.
So Jonathan playing all 3 factions at the moment. Again, those 4 factions: Mechana, Lifebound, Enlightened,
Samael's Trickster,
Void,
Shadowstar.
Ooh, there's a Shadowstar going on the board. You don't want to get your hopes up really though, just because one hero gets thrown on the board. I don't think, for right now in this pace of the game, the strategy has to say, I'm going to kill monsters, right?
Yes. I think a general rule of Unrivaled is you don't want to get your hopes up.
Because we see it, the Shadowstar goes, and if it's not your turn yet, you still are worrying about the monsters. And we see right there a heavy infantry is bought because it's more monster based.
Right.
Now, if it was more hero based, you would be going more willing to go to the Mystic.
So, and I can't do math. Let me preface this by saying I can't do math. But you've got 18 of each faction, which is 72 total cards. And then you've got 28 monsters, not counting the cultist. So the percentage of monster to everything else, almost 40%. So that's got to be
the more you know.
Circle needs to be activated.
And you guys, by the way, he did this all in his head.
I don't like you.
We got a Games for Life 00 Raven name Flying Feather.
I don't like it. Games for Life 00 says Raven named Flying Feather, like you said. What do you think, Justin?
Yeah, well, let's see who else is out there.
I think there's better.
Great competition last week.
Yeah,
we need to build on it. We need to build on it this week.
Goo Ryan. Games for Life does want to know, what is the strategy to killing monsters early? Well, it could leave you in trouble because if monsters don't continue to come up, you're basically tapped out and you've got all power cards.
3, 2, 1.
And you know that those rune cards are going to come over. Yeah. So, you know, in a 4-player game, it can be a little brutal, but right now monsters are continuing to sustain the most amount of honor at the moment. Neo Cowplay says Brandon Lee is the only. Oh my gosh! Oh, sorry. I don't know if you've ever seen The Crow.
I have not.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Neo Cowplays plus 42 points for that. So that's big. That's big.
A lot of concern looks, a lot of thinking going on right now. Getting to the middle stages of the game. This is where strategies come bigger as we see 3 apprentices in Ryan's hand. Can't really do much with those because it's all power that is needed right now.
Method is 2.
Correct.
So I'm going to just turn these in for 5.
And then another method appears to replace.
Of course, because why not?
Wow, I'm sorry. I'm still smitten with that. Was brilliant. Although it's, you know, it's the Crow, which I know is way before your time.
And it's also
Crow, Jon
not
Snow,
a Raven.
And it's not a Raven, so that might be the only issue. But other than that, that's
who is he?
It said straight out of said that
Jonathan
would be a Crow
Druids
named,
of
not
the
a
Stone
Raven.
Circle. What does Druids of the Stone Circle do?
Sorry, I'm responding on Twitch, and I should be back on the game. Druids of the Stone Circle is one of my favorite cards. You can acquire a hero with a cost 3 rune or less without paying its cost, and you put it on the top of your deck. So
that doesn't go into discard; it goes back straight to the top of the deck.
Goes straight to the top of your deck. And here's why it's really great. Is that you can also, if there are no heroes just out in the center, there are 3 or less, you can go ahead and take yourself one of those, either a heavy infantry or a mystic. And that's still going to give you 1 point in your final deck.
And if it's heavy monster base, you can use a heavy infantry right away, which would be pretty good.
Christian at Oomba says, I want a Raven name. Well, then, Christian, just come up with it. Some people, I tell you.
Replaced by...
Straight Out of said that would be a Crow name, not a Raven. Yes, thank you, Straight Out of. You seem very smart. We touched on that.
I feel confident. I don't think they'll make it around.
Sometimes our Twitch people are just, they're my favorite. but it can get so heated in the Twitch room.
So that's 3 points for you. I'm going to take these 2 to replace with 5. You also gain 3 runes. It's replaced by Master Dartha.
Ooh, and we see Master Dartha.
Do you want to tell them a little bit about Master Dartha in case they didn't pay attention to our almost Emmy-nominated
Game Changer
episode?
7 runes to buy. It's kind of a bunch of runes. However, allows you to draw 3 cards. So that's big when you kind of need a bunch of cards to attack or runes to buy buy heroes. So it's a big card that can come in handy later on in the game. Once you get those decks, you get those more powerful heroes. But it's hard in this kind of game specifically to have that card because there's so many monsters. You're not really gaining anything except the heavy infantry or mystic right now.
I've been forgetting to take my...
Now so we talked about this earlier, and this is why this is important, to keep your deck slim. If you don't, you will never get to play those cards that you spent all your time acquiring all the runes for, they might count in your deck count, but most of them, unless they're Mechana, like, they're cards that need to be played. And if you can't get to them, you're not going to be able to play them.
Real?
But we do see, almost like counting cards in a way, we see a bunch of the monsters. So we know later on in the game, we're going to start seeing a bunch of heroes.
Somebody banished the Master. I'm so upset. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Ryan?
Sorry.
You angry man.
Sorry about that. Wolf Shaman.
Ooh. Oh, wow. This is good. Oh, wow. Sorry.
You can't just keep saying, oh, wow, and our listeners not have an idea of what's going on.
You're on Twitch. You can tell them. You read that next one. I'll tell you why I like it.
From
I'm a Shakespearean. Listen, I grew up in the mean streets of the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair.
From Bad Bees, I name a Raven Boleyn in honor of Anna and her lost head. The Tower of London keeps races on the ground so the tower doesn't crumble. In parentheses, seems legit to me. And then a real Reptar, can my Raven name me Brandon Stark? I was thinking that someone was going to say that.
Again, we've got those live finals coming up in October in Las Vegas. This is our Ascension Finals.
We are not champion
Texas,
at the Dragon's Lair, an amazing place. Amazing.
Dragon's Lair is great. It's bustling with people on this.
There's a little hop to it today. There's a little hop to it.
There's a little hop in the cowboy step. I actually don't think I've seen one pair of cowboy boots since we've been in here.
That's, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There is a point there. If you can't buy it, you might as well get rid of it.
Awesome.
There's no use in just leaving it out there.
Yeah.
In terms of speaking of the Master Dartha.
Yeah. I mean, and that's Zeron, Duke of Lies, one of the most powerful monster cards in the game. Buy it and take a card from, or I should say, defeat it and take a card from every other player. And those players do not get to redraw a card.
Yeah.
Like you were saying on RHARL on Twitch said, if you can't buy it, you got to get rid of it. That's a great strategy because you know that some of those other people that are
that
gunning
could possibly
for it
be able to
use
get
it
paid
against
out.
you. Yeah. So get rid of the Master Dartha.
Hedron Cannon.
Oh, we see a Hedron Cannon now.
Liz playing a good game. Liz collecting about 21 honor, showing what looks to be the most honor out on the board.
But then you look at someone like Ryan who has those two Mechana constructs that are pretty big constructs as well.
I got to be honest, I thought Jonathan would be a little further along with the way he's blending his deck at this point. And it looks like Liz is just...
the Peerless.
That's good too.
I think maybe that's why his Hobbit hat is a little sideways.
The monsters early, right?
If you're rooting for people out there, let us know who you're rooting for.
Wow. And keep giving us your Raven names.
1, 2, 3.
Getting some good entrance so far.
I'm gonna get the extra point for the White Thirster.
That's 2.
And draw a card.
So we're slowly starting to see the shape of the game move back to the heroes right now. So it's going to change your strategy a little bit.
And then I'll kill Cultist.
Okay.
Wow. And we've got another good entry. HRAFN. From Skyrim, I do believe, if I might say so myself. That was well done. Dead Language Geek credit. Nice job, Neo Cow Plays. I'm a big fan. Games for Life came in with another Raven name, Mighty Raven. I gotta be honest, they probably could have done better. It's not really a great one, but we'll work on it. Okay, seriously, this time the Real Reptar says, my Raven name is Punch-A-Cultist. Punch-A-Cultist. You're crossbreeding games, Real Reptar. I don't know how I feel. How do you feel about that one?
I like it.
Okay, you would.
Punch the Cultist.
It's your favorite thing in the world.
I'm rocking that shirt in Vegas, by the way.
I'm gonna wear a Flytrap Witch. I'm gonna go cosplay as Flytrap Witch to the finals. Straight Out of says Raven name
Shades of the
Ray
Black
Lewis.
Watch.
Ray Lewis sounds too dangerous. Although I'm a big fan of his shoulder wingspan, so. Rarl says Raven name Claude. I like that. I don't
Raven
know why,
named
but I like
Ray
it.
Lewis.
Yeah, I know. Did you hear? I was just talking about that.
Oh, sorry.
Do you remember? I feel like Ray Lewis would be great as an announcer here at Unrivaled.
He gets so hyped up.
He gets so hyped up. He'd be like, Hedron Cannon! Aesthetic of the Live This Eye! Yeah! Beef jerky! We've got a Reactor Monk out in the middle. I like that card. J-Man Reactor Monk.
What does it do?
Construct. And first of all, I like the drawing of it. Basically, he's 4 cost, and you're going to gain 2 runes. You pay 1 rune the next time you acquire, or sorry, you pay 1 less rune the next time you acquire a construct this turn. So great way to pick up some constructs, not pay as much.
Simple Librarian.
Right. Ooh, she's so smart. Her scrolls. Her scrolls and her glasses. I love the Temple Librarian.
Now we see the heroes on the board.
It's
Hedron Cannon. Yes, I'll see an eye. I think, no, the lidless eye.
Yeah, we talked about the lidless eye. What happens when it tries to blink? Nothing.
That is true. The Reactor Monk, the Ozaya, our game changer.
Ozaya game changer, way to defeat monsters.
That's a big
without
card if
having to
someone can
spend-
pick up Ozaya right now.
Right. There's a lot of big cards on the board at the moment. And what's he taking? Reactor. No, not Reactor. He takes the Aesthetic. Ooh, this is a good one. Finally, Games for Life comes up with a really good name. Rune and Raven. But again, that's a combination of Ascension and Nevermore. So I'm going to have to say not that great.
And Arha?
Arha! Scared you.
And the Fallen, Arbiter of the Fallen, or whatever. I forgot the first part.
What did you just say?
The Arbiter of the Fallen, right? That's the name. They're on the left.
Where are you looking? What?
The first card.
Avatar.
I said Avatar.
I know. There's a lot of card names.
I said Avatar first, and then you looked at me like
you said Arbiter.
No.
You said Arbiter.
I said Avatar.
You growled at me.
I said Avatar, then you like laughed at me, so I felt so insecure.
So this one I don't think was brought on in.
That's my card name, Arbiter of the Fallen.
Arbiter of the Fallen. I think this
Since you
is
laughed at
probably-
mine.
Piff Games for Life, I think your name is great, says the Real Reptar. All right. Justin's beard. One of the favorite ones that no one's mentioned, and I think this is great, in a private chat that I've been hanging out with. Your Raven card would be Raven Simone, or Simone.
Simone. Like That's So Raven?
Never seen it.
You've never seen That's So Raven?
No.
We're not going to talk about that right now. We gotta focus on the game. We see some Flytrap Witch up there.
She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And we see the Flytrap Witch bot.
There it is, taking 2 honor right out the pool, and you get to draw a card. Why do you like that card so much?
I don't know, I just do. I just have an attraction towards it.
Enough.
Wolf Shaman, Mexican.
Donate it?
No.
I'll take it if you want.
All for the poor.
A little gamesmanship, we love that.
Pass it on.
Pass it on.
Play now.
And it looks like the Hedron Cannon's out there.
Yep.
Which would mean once per turn, gain 1 power for each Mechana construct you control. So who would benefit by that?
Ryan would be the one big benefit because he has 2 Mechana constructs.
Right. Well, I think he's got more in the deck. He ended up losing one at one point. That would be big. And
there's a wolf shaman.
Picking up a wolf. Oh! Ooh, 2 runes.
Cetra, Weaver of Stars.
Ooh, and there's the highest rune card in the Lifebound contract. Acquire any hero.
This guy.
Without paying its cost.
Tormented Soul.
Place it on the top of your deck.
And attack him.
You know what you're getting.
1 point. Replaced by another Tormented Soul.
Oh, Tormented Soul
very
gets replaced by another Tormented Soul.
He's very persistent.
It's
and I'm going to take the heavy end.
so much torment. 30 minutes has passed in the game, so we are in a time limit here,
Yes,
Justin.
we are.
Tell them a little bit about it.
Well, rule is an hour, if I am not mistaken. Tim, you can shed light if I'm wrong.
An hour is correct, Justin.
Good. I knew I
was.
was not wrong. I just wanted to make sure you knew I wasn't wrong.
I opened the curtains and I was blinded by the light.
By the arbiter of the fallen.
Liz still in a comfortable lead at this point, but we are seeing people catch up. Again, those mid-game strategies starting to come into play.
Now with the heroes more of the focal point now.
Yep.
Reactor Courier X-Men.
Oh, Rocket Courier out there. How are we doing on our Raven name? Should we take a little, should we see how we're doing? You want to scroll up, see if there's any that really stick out to you? Again, our contest for $40, $40 game credit, store credit at Laguna Hills Game Master means you could purchase one of these games.
We have Brandon Lee, we have
Best
Ravenator.
Best Raven name.
Ravenator's pretty good.
Ravenator's good. I
Raven
like
Boleyn.
Raven Boleyn. What are some of my other favorites? Everyone says Brandon Stark. That's good, but
Game of Thrones reference.
I like whoever said my name is Armando, my mustache is my wingspan. That's a good one. I do like Brandon Lee a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a big fan of Neo Cal plays Brandon Lee. I know it's not a Raven. It's a Crow reference, but just to bring that up, I think is...
Very good bring up. Still not a Raven though.
Okay, all right. So maybe we can't get behind it. Well, you got about 30
But we
minutes
do
left
see
in that
Punching the
contest.
Cultist.
Punching the Cultist.
We're winding down.
There we go.
1, 2, 3,
Great
4, 5,
design.
6, 7, 8. About 40, 50 honor left.
No,
50 honor in the middle, and it looks like Liz at this point controls the most.
Yeah, no.
And
So
every
these
time
two
they
just
show
go
shots of her hand, I'm just gazing at her wedding ring. It's beautiful, Liz. So congratulations.
So just a reminder that do not show up your just a reminder, do not show up your discard
Jay,
pile.
are you excited? Are you having fun in Austin?
And you have no more deck.
It's very big key right there.
Corner case on a couple of cards, but which probably aren't even the set.
Oh. Okay. What just happened?
Question about whether when you shuffle your discard pile, when it's you fully have no more cards, or just a question of when
to
you're
reshuffle. Yeah.
You
So
don't want to.
once
You reshuffle when there's no more cards that you can pull from your deck.
Right. There it is. We see. He gets the Avatar of the Fallen. What's he going to do?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what that is. This is getting bought.
And there he is.
That's
Bam, buying it. That's a big play. And he takes, wow, he takes the Hadron Cannon. That's going to be a big boost to his
That is
deck at the
grande.
end. I believe that is worth 7.
That is grande right there.
Muy grande.
I just have to make sure
That's a
that
big move by John, who I actually, out of the gate, thought was going to be the strongest using that different...
a couple void constructs as well, too.
Of factions, if you will.
Reactor Monk.
Reactor Monk back out there. Again, that could be big. See who picks that up. Still, like you said, Ryan, the loss of a continent
Ryan,
really
but
messing me
buying.
up. Showing a lot of constructs on the board, and as gameplay goes, those hands, those cards that you're playing are going to get exponentially larger, correct? Because you're doing things like drawing cards with multiples, buying more cards that give you the ability to draw more cards. There's Brian, not showing a whole lot of honor at the moment. We'll see what happens with him.
You never know, though.
Never know.
You never know.
And never knowing is the best. Gee, I know.
You never more.
You never more. Our Raven contest still going on. Again, a chance for you guys to win $40 store credit to Laguna Hills Game Master. Pick up one of these fine games. We love them all. I'm so
Games
psyched.
for Life says Raven Lair for Dragon's Lair.
Ooh, that's good.
The
I like
intent
that.
is there.
Games for Life. I like
not
that.
sure of the intent is there. I'm not sure of execution.
Gamali here is Team Liz, so it's good to see. We want to know, are you rooting for someone? If you are,
let us know. Yeah,
we might root for them too. We might not root for
We
them.
might have to say bias, though.
But either way, we are excited for all of our players today.
Yes.
Playing for a chance to go to Las Vegas.
Las
Airfare,
Vegas.
hotel, chance to compete for $10,000 for first place winner, as well as a giant myriad of $250,000 in a cash prize pool. Yeah, in a prize pool. A sweet
gaming table.
Gaming table. I love gaming tables.
I gotta give
use a
too
gaming
much
table in video park.
Cool.
Not
too much information on that gaming table. I just gotta let you know that it's pretty sweet.
You're gonna like it. It's basically you're not gonna like it.
You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. There we see Liz picking up more honor. No one has. I have to say, if I am out there right now with a lot of power, that Xeron Duke of Lies is tantalizing. It is tantalizing.
Why is it so tantalizing? What with that card? What's the outcome?
Well, it may not always matter.
Again, you're going to draw a card from everybody else's hand that they are not going to be able to pick up, especially this late in the game. If you're debilitated down to 4, if you've only got 4 cards versus 5, you're not going to get those huge plays.
That's a very big card. Yeah.
Oh, we got somebody new. KLF or something will rock you. Raven name SR71 Team CJ. No, whoever that is, no.
To look through your Discord palette.
No, CJ cannot be included in Raven names.
Christian says CJ could learn from the penguin about chill.
For 2 and 2.
You're not wrong, Christian. You're not wrong.
But you're not right.
You're right, Christian.
No.
Go ahead, use Team Justice.
By the way, we don't get to talk about it enough. Hats off to our road crew that's out there. We might not like you, but gosh darn it, we respect everything you're doing. That's not true. We love our road crew. Does an amazing job. So you guys keep up the good work, bringing this awesome tournament to you guys.
Table face down, and he will
They're the guys
and
girls that make this.
Yeah, I say guys. It's just a generality.
Which of these is best?
Don't.
The 5-drop.
Spectrum. Probably horrible lingo on my part. Bad locution.
Damn it.
SR71 is Raven name for CJ.
That was huge.
Those guns are actually not too bad of work, but
look it up. I should know more. State Route 71, a California thing in Palm Springs. Is that what it is? That's your Raven name? A road?
Alright, so I've used all my fights.
I don't know why I'm so upset by that. Maybe because I just drove on. SR71 is a cool route.
Yeah.
I drove my radio flyer on that thing. You take the turns hard, you're going to really tip.
I'd do my Raven name would be Flytrap Witch.
That's just the name of a card. No, and it's from Ascension, so no.
Whatever, I do what I want.
Big play for Ryan. There it is. Says RHARL. There, he picks up the Ozaya, the Fearless.
The Apprentice and Mrs. Reliable.
I heard a mention of the Runic Lycanthrope.
The Runic. Breathing heavy, thinking strategy. What's he going to do?
I just need a second to think about this.
Ryan making a good play for
this
right
is a
now.
big move because he took out the Duke.
Hey, that's a big pickup with Uzziah.
Thank you, Rarl. We got a little sidetracked at the moment, but he did take out that Xeron Duke of Lies. Hopefully if we get a shot of his hand, we can see exactly what he took from everybody else, but I think that could be a huge game shift.
That's a tough hand right there, if you look at it.
That's not a great hand.
Just the Mystics and Apprentices. Right now in the point of game, you want powerful hands.
This late in the game?
That's an okay hand at the beginning of the game because you're building with the Mystics and the Apprentices, but not that great right now.
I really like HRAFN as a Raven name. The name it's Old Norse. It's an Old Norse thing for Raven. I love
Lockheed
that.
7R
But I don't know how to say it.
71 Blackbird's a plane.
What?
The Lockheed 7R 71 is a Blackbird. It's a plane.
It also is State Route 71. I'm just gonna say.
You and you State Route.
It is. It's a road.
That's all he talks about here in the office or on the road.
I like that. That's legit.
That's all he talked about on the plane over here to Austin.
SR71 Blackbird. That's a pretty sweet Raven name.
I told you.
As long as it's not the road, that I'm thoroughly impressed.
Arbiter of the Precipice.
Oh, Arbiter of the Precipice.
Arbiter of the Precipice.
Hanging out there, hanging near the void, thinking maybe do I want to banish some stuff. And you're going to draw 2 cards, banish a card in your hand. That's a great way to keep that deck small. Keep your hand small.
Card in the center row.
Again, Liz showing the highest honor total on the table, but that doesn't mean anything.
Placed by.
Why doesn't it mean anything?
Well, because you could have a lot in your deck. Again, if you're wondering how you accumulate, where we're picking up these numbers for the final countdown, the lower left-hand side of a card in the corner is representative of its honor total.
Each player besides you destroy a construct you control.
Ooh,
those are my favorite monsters
big.
that you kill.
What you just saw, that banishment right there, not banish. They've got to destroy the destroy construct.
Where they don't put they don't put them in the void pile. Where do they put those at?
They put them back in their deck.
Thank you.
The discard pile.
The discard pile that goes into their deck.
Those are my favorite animals, monsters to kill, because now it kind of changes the way some people have their hand, because certain constructs will give certain powers, certain runes, and if you have to destroy them, then that kind of changes the way this last part of the game will end.
Yeah.
So that's a big move right there for
Liz.
Liz.
They're not gonna have that construct out. So that was the Corrosive Widow that she
corrosive.
destroyed. Corrosive Widow. You know what's corrosive? My pipes in my bathroom. Raven name from Games for Life 0, Soul Seeker. That's a good one. I'll take it. And there we go. It looks like Ryan's got a couple of his constructs back on the table. This could be a big hand right now because Ryan's sitting at 27 honor. You know he's probably got a lot in the deck.
Replaced by Makana Initiate.
Now I like this one better. Down to play today says Raven name Seeker Soul. Yeah, I like that. I would go for Seeker Soul better.
See Ryan grab a Mechana Initiate.
There we go. We've got a Sea Tyrant.
Sea Tyrant out there. Is that your Sea Tyrant?
Yeah, I feel like sound effects are essential.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So the honor rolling down right now.
Coming down to the wire here. Thank you again for watching on Smashcast. All you watchers.
Team Justin Poll still going strong. Thank you for watching on Facebook Live.
More of a defensive measure.
A lot of people watching on Facebook
Team
Live.
Tim
a lot of
is
views.
struggling in the polls. We're coming down to the final couple minutes.
The nitty gritty, some would say.
The nitty gritty for our Raven competition. It's only going to be as long as this Ascension game, and so far we've got a couple really good qualifiers. We've got SR71 by Kif Will Rock You. We've got what else?
We can't just forget Brandon Stark.
We can't. Who did Brandon Stark?
That was Bad Bees.
Bad Bees. No, Real Reptar. Didn't Real Reptar do Brandon Stark? Yeah. Real Reptar did Brandon Stark.
Sorry, Real Reptar.
I think Rarl had a good one out there. Claude. And I think Claude is one of my favorites.
I like Ravenator and Seeker Soul.
Yes, Real Reptar, we get that you did do that. Kif will rock you. G4100, banishing Mechana construct, making my opponents cry. Love it.
We saw someone ask Games for Life, what's your favorite part of this game right now?
What is it?
I think my favorite part of any Ascension game is just the changing of strategies that changes per turn. Like we saw earlier where the monsters were the focal point of the game. Now we see heroes take more of a come to light, and the constructs take that much important.
Rocket Courier.
Because if you're matching your Mechanas or your Lifebounds or your Voids, there's just the strategy that goes into that, and we're seeing it a lot in this game specifically from Ryan and Liz. Just everybody right now is their strategy is based on how they're going to make their constructs. It's fascinating to me.
To tag on that, my favorite part of Games for Life is the when all your constructs, like Justin was saying, start to come out to play and they exponentially compound on top of one another to just absolutely give you an incredible hand.
Deck builder,
like we were seeing with Jonathan, with Ryan, who is slowly, I believe, surpassed Liz in honor.
You draft the cards at the beginning, and then you play through a game.
That's pretty cool.
Smashcast, we have someone that asked me what other games are in this tournament.
Put out Construct.
Nevermore.
We will tell you, but you can also find out. But also, we'll tell you. Nevermore.
The guy that takes the card from everybody.
Epic Spell Wars.
King of Tokyo, which you saw earlier.
It's interesting because I would have
Ascension.
Villagers and Villains.
I think I didn't tell you.
But
I was
and
closer between the
we are
8
doing
and
no expansion sets on those. Those are specific.
I think I probably would have gone for the 8, 9
for sure. Not first generation, but
because
trying to think of
there's a
phrase
chance
it.
you could steal the 8 from me. That would have been
no expansion sets. Put it that way.
Yeah, I know. Well,
every player destroy a construct.
Sure.
It's only 3.
I'm so pumped. We are coming down to the end. We're going to see a winner going to
Ascension
Vegas.
is, especially with 4 players, Ascension is a game that does take a while, and it's a very mentally draining game because you're thinking a lot, and by the end of the game, you're going to sit there and be like, man, did I do everything? Do I second guess?
Right.
Should I have done this? This is where you start to overthink. Not that other games in this tournament are different. Ascension is by the second strategies are changing.
Right. There's a lot of retrospect. I like to think of it as a delicious card narrative told by Justin Gary and Stoneblade Entertainment.
It can't hit the creature. It's the cultist is the only valid target.
Gonna hit the cultist. Pow! Oh man, my falsetto.
1 point for life bound. I'll take 4 or 5.
And there we go. We're about down to the last 10 honor. Justin, do you have a horse in this
prediction?
honor pool?
I think the most honorable person is going to win.
I hate it when you do that.
Take the easy way out. I don't know. I really like Liz.
I think it's going to.
But I think Ryan has a lot of constructs, especially those Mechana constructs, where that might give him the edge over because he does have a lot of honor out on the table as well.
Win Tyrant.
You got about 2 more minutes left for you to enter that contest. Again, looking for the best Raven name you can come up with from Nevermore. Whatever Raven name you want.
So it's 5. I guess it doesn't matter now. 5.
Nice pun, Justin. Said games for life. I don't even know what you did.
Nope, neither did I.
That's cool though.
It must have been a good pun
why
though.
I'm Team Justin. Is anyone out there Team Tim?
No. Team Justin for life.
Rarl says, does the game end when the last gem is taken, or do other people get a turn? That's a fantastic question. So whoever our first player was, once the runes are out, those other people will all get a turn to collect honor. The honor will be there will be more honor put into the pool, just as like a supplanted amount of honor. You don't again play till that pool is gone.
Yeah.
So you play till the original honor pool is gone. If you were the 4th player to go, that will end the game.
Yes.
If you were the 3rd player to go, the 4th player will go, and then that will end the game. So subsequently, everyone after the first person will still get a turn to, if the first person were to end all the honor. I don't know if that makes sense how I phrased it,
Just want to give you guys plenty of warning.
Dinkleswerve, yes, thank you, Dinkleswerve.
But yes.
Praha says crickets. No one
Dinkleswerve.
No one voted Team Tim except for Dinkle. Thank goodness I've got Dinkleswerve in my life. I go home and I think about the fact that I have one person I can count on every day, and it's Dinkleswerve.
A little weird, but
whatever.
Let it pass. We'll let it go.
It's virtually amazing. There you go. We see the Wind Tyrant.
Christian says Justin needs a beard. I'm growing one, Christian.
Wow.
I'm trying.
Was that did he?
Right.
Did Christian just dice you?
Christian, I'm trying to grow a beard.
Christian, that's not nice.
Rory says who was first. I believe Liz was first.
That's what we're trying to figure out. I think, yeah, I do think Liz was first.
And then Praha 3 said Team New Cow plays.
Team New.
I'm still I'm like the beard, Christian. I'm trying. You see it out there. The most intense part of this game, though, is the counting of the points.
That's when you see CJ really come to life. I mean, he's been alive this whole time, obviously, but he gets after the counting part of it. My mom said Sharon for a Raven name. I like that, Sharon. Thanks, Praha3. You know what's up. I like Sharon. I really like Sharon. That's just me. Unless it's supposed to be Sauron, and it is spelled differently in like the
Now you're just overthinking
nomadic
it.
name.
You're just overthinking
Sauron.
it. We're close.
Here we go.
Ooh, a Snapdragon. That could be pretty decent.
Go ahead.
Dragon.
Okay.
Ho ho ho! Gonna come down to that countdown.
Brain. Just play militia. Get the cards.
Maybe I was wrong.
That contest is almost to the end here. I have to say Sharon and Claude are my favorite Raven names.
I like Claude.
Who do we have for Claude? If you're out there listening, who wrote Claude? I do like SR71 too. This is going to be a real go at it at the end for us here in our competition. Rarl said Claude. Okay, Rarl. If you do win our competition, we will reach out to you via Twitch, via private message, and we'll put you in touch with our producers, tell you how to get that $40 $40 store credit at Game Master.
Oh, there we go. Got it. I see it.
There's some awesome Ascension expansion sets.
Yeah, the new one just came out recently, right?
Yeah, and speaking of GeoCon coming up next week in Indianapolis, they're playing the Ascension World Championships. I can see next week. So that could be cool. It's going to be cool.
Nowhere near the Unrivaled.
Yeah.
Games for Life says Chuck Norris, then says I think I just won. It was good name, but by saying I think I just won, I'm going to have to say no.
Had that person, I don't know if he had that person said that earlier, without saying I just think I won, I would have been much more inclined to think that.
Pra3 says, is this an all expenses paid trip to Las Vegas?
That's a great question, Pra3. So airfare will be covered, hotel will be covered, and then the rest, like if you want to dine, is going to be up to you. How you get around, whether you walk or whether Justin and I shuttle you around, is going to be up to you. We can do it for a small price. Justin, how much would you charge people for a ride in Vegas on your back, not in your car?
Where are we going? How far are we going?
Well, we're going to go to Caesars.
From where?
I don't know. From wherever we might be staying.
Depends on how. I mean, probably a better rate than. I mean,
Uber,
quicker than Uber.
Yeah.
Maybe not a better rate.
Uber piggyback rides?
Yeah.
We can do that for the finals.
Instead of like ordering an Uber Black, you order an Uber back.
An Uber bag. Sounds like someone, yes. So, I think it's epic that my Raven
What a beautiful venue you have to select from.
And my username is unintelligible. Carl, don't get too fancy on us. Because the honor, there we go, we see that honor supplanted, more honor put in the center.
I got 8 that I can use. I'm going to grab,
I think you're
4 heavy infantrymen.
Again, now they're not playing till that honor's out. That's just extra honor till the turns are finished. And there, you see that scramble for heavy infantry at the end.
I think you have
That's where that's where.
And I think I am done.
But no, you're not able to hit
No.
after combat.
It might come down to you stealing.
It's just that
It's just like I think that was it.
because
You getting that extra turn would have been.
sorry about that. Much
Would've
good
been
question.
stupid.
That was I had to answer real quick.
No worries.
Okay.
No worries.
So I
Everybody's still
took
going.
4 heavy infantry, and
That's it.
Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Also,
6.
just again want to thank our viewers on Twitch, Umba
Thank you.
TV,
Thank you,
Smashcast, Facebook Live, wherever you're watching in the world, whether you're on a boat,
Whether you're in
beach
a canoe,
house,
whether you're walking and watching, which we don't condone because it's dangerous. You too could hit a stop sign with your
and
head
here's
if
the
you're
most important
tall.
part. We're gonna let this CJ take control right now for a little bit as they count the winner.
Right. What do you think, Justin?
I'm just gonna stay silent and let CJ count the winner.
Okay. I think Ryan may have pulled it out with all those constructs in his final deck. Construct points. Thank you for everyone who participated in our Raven Challenge. We're going to be announcing our winner probably when? Soon. Very soon. After this game. After the next game.
After the game after that, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? We're a myriad of enigmatic stuff. Ooh, and the anticipation is building because someone will be headed to Vegas to compete for 10 grand. 10 grand going to the winner.
It's pretty impressive. I have to admit, I've played this game about 2,500 times, and I can't quite count like you did.
Yeah. 57. I just couldn't get anything to come out for me.
You were tough.
Gamalai here says team the dude with the salmon shirt.
Oh yeah.
We'll see.
Kind of got bogged down.
That dude is Brian.
You had some bad hands where you just weren't getting your.
And it's
when you got up your mouth, it was
it's like a light salmon.
You are the winner with 81. So it's 81-79.
Oh, look at that smile by Ryan.
Jonathan! Congrats,
Jonathan or Ryan? I think it was Ryan.
Time's done. When you took it, I was like.
Ryan won.
Or Ryan. I said the wrong name.
Names, man. Your names. Oh, man.
Sorry. I did.
We thought we were over with that.
Counting my points.
We thought we were.
Oh, man.
Excuse my colleague. His names aren't his best, even though we've known him for at least a good 45 minutes watching. Congrats to Ryan. We're going to have an interview with him coming up.
Right. And we have our King of Tokyo final, our championship table, which is going to be amazing. I am so excited. But again, a huge congrats to Ryan. What did we see? You touched on it earlier. I think you were saying as it was going, especially, he was big into the constructs. Did that really pan out for him?
The strategies changed throughout the games. We saw monsters, and then heroes, and then the monsters. And then that's when you saw everyone go towards those constructs, really build them up in their hands.
And that's where just keeping them from the whole time, you know, those will perpetually grow, usually like play off of each other. So having them in your deck, you know, as opposed to a monster where it's an instantaneous honor point grab, like you saw with Wiz, who was winning by a pretty substantial amount at one point, only to be usurped. Usurped. I don't know where that came from.
I'll take it.
Working on it. I'll take it. What else can we say, J-Man? We've got more games besides from our King of Tokyo final that we're going to be playing. We
have a Munchkin final.
We have to have a Munchkin
Obviously
final.
In the Munchkin
it's Munchkin
land
week
of Munchkin.
in the heart of Munchkin land. And we've probably got an interview hopefully coming up, I believe, with a couple people.
We do. So we're going to interview the winner of this game. We're also going to interview Zoe,
which I'm super excited. If anyone watched King of Tokyo, she really held her own. She was probably our youngest competitor at the moment that we've seen.
And she did a great
fierce,
job,
as I like to say, freckled and fierce.
Did a great job. A lot to look forward to. We're just getting started here.
And again, those grand finals are coming your way October 27th through 29th. It's going to be a blast in Las Vegas. Special guests, tons of prizes, just a plethora of fun. So, Jay, are you excited for that?
I am excited.
Now, if people are watching and they still want to get involved, can they?
Yes, they can.
Yeah, how?
We have the LMQs all over the place. We'll get to more. Let's have the interview right now.
Welcome back.
Real quick.
Christian with Unrivaled TV. Unrivaled and Uba TV. Got backwards there. Anyway, hey, I'm here with Ryan playing a Dragon's Lair. Ryan, tell me a little bit about that victory you had. Did you know you had in the bag from the beginning looking at the competitors, or was it at the end?
It was definitely at the end. That was a really close game, and there was a couple of big luck swings in the middle that, you know, I got really lucky to be able to pull a card from another competitor's deck. So it was back and forth, and I really thought it was in doubt until the end. So it was a great game, and they all played really well.
Now, are you being bashful saying it was lucky, or, you know, I saw the deck thinning. I mean, you seem like when you thin the deck, you kind of stack it in a way, so.
I think there's a lot more skill in Ascension. I'm not being I really think a lot of people think it is very luck, but you have a lot of manipulation, and going after that manipulation is really important. There's two moments where the person that was kind of focusing on money got a lot of fight. It was kind of an unlikely draw, and so but then I was able to then pull a random card out of his hand that really turned the tide between our two things. So both of those were more pure luck, but overall, when two people or when four people are that close in talent, it's going to come down to a little bit of luck. So I was lucky to pull it out.
In Vegas, do you want to shoot any shots? Any shots fired to the competition?
No, I'm just hoping that my wife will let me go. So, at this point, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun.
Awesome, awesome. And thank you, Team Coed, for sending him down here. Awesome. Back to the studio. Justin and Tim, take it away. Team Justin.
So interesting. His wife's gonna let him go.
Yeah.
If she lets him go, I think. Come on, you're gonna.
I think
you gotta let him do that.
That was the most honorable thing you did, was ask your wife whether you could go. So already right there, wifey, if you're watching, I mean, he may have scored 81, 86 honor points on that, but that was his biggest honor victory by asking permission.
To Christian, we all know Christian has a great beard. He called me out about growing my beard. You see this, Christian? Give me 3, 4, 5, 17 years. It's going to be to your beard.
Okay. All right. Enough of the beard talk. And we did see you whisper Team Justin, by the way, Christian. So thank you. So we talked about the honor. We talked about a lot of the honor. So Ryan touched on what his turning point in the game was. And one of my favorite cards that I don't believe we've done a game changer on, which could be coming up. He maybe
might have to now.
Yeah, hinted at it. It was Xeron Duke of Lies. The Duke of Lies, he said, by drawing from the other players, again, prevented them from playing such a large hand late in the game. That was a big card for him. So another huge congrats to Ryan. He's going to go. He's going to compete for $10,000. And
that's a lot of money.
That's a ton of cash. I feel like I could buy you a beard for $10,000.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I believe so.
I mean, I wouldn't want to buy you anything more beautiful than that, obviously. What else? So we've got our King of Tokyo final coming up.
Let's talk to Zoe
Let's
first.
talk to Zoe. I want to
hear
what
she has to say about it.
All right, welcome back. Got a very special person here. I'm here with Zoe. Zoe, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Doing good. How you feel about that King of Tokyo game before?
Oh, it's a fun game.
Yeah. Say, just to let you know, I don't know about Twitch TV, but you got a lot of people rooting for you. You got a lot of Team Zoe's out there. Speaking of which, I don't know if you watched, but we also have a Team Tim or Team Justin. Is there a shout out you want to give?
Yeah.
Who would you like to shout out to?
Team Justin.
Awesome. Team Justin, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, I got one question for you. Gonna make it easy. Say, a lot of people might see this and be intimidated by age, but we're also glad to have you on TV so you can see anybody can come out and have fun. Anything you can say about players that are young that might not want to show up because they might feel intimidated?
Well, just really have fun and do your best to just play the game. It doesn't matter if you really win or lose. It's just to have fun.
Exactly. Awesome. Thank you very much. So, Team Justin.
Yeah.
One more?
Team Justin.
All right, just in case you didn't get it, Team Justin. Say. All right, now we're back to the studio for real to Tim and Justin.
Oh, thank you, Zoe. Team Justin is living on. That's the mindset everybody needs to come and play with. Come to these tournaments. Just have fun. If you win, you win. You lose, you lose. As long as you have fun.
It's hard for me. I feel like it's easier for you to say that because so many people are backing you at the moment in our competition. So, Zoe, though, thank you for your hinted sportsmanship. We love it. Again, Unrivaled, that's part of the fun of gaming is that you just come in, you get to play,
if you're not
have
sure,
a blast.
You're not sure how these games work, come early, go to an LMQ, register, see how gameplay is, just like Zoe did. And you can tell Zoe's having a lot of fun. A lot of people just come down here, kind of just want to see what it's about and then get immersed in what's going on.
Right.
And then leave here thinking, wow, I want to do more of that. And then that's how this game, tabletop grows.
That's how tabletop, word of mouth and playing on your own, like you said, taking the initiative, getting in there and just having a blast. And that's why all 6 of these games, trust me, we can say are incredible.
And we have the 6 games this year, but we also want you guys to decide what games you want to play next year's tournament. Hashtag UTS 2018
Hashtag UTS
on
2018.
Twitter. Tell us on Twitch what you want.
What do you want to see in that lineup? What makes sense? What gets you excited to play games?
I mean, we have an idea of what we want. We want to hear what you guys want now.
Bingo, backgammon, checkers.
No,
not even close. Settlers of Catan. No, I don't know.
But we want to hear. We're always open for what you guys want.
Yeah, we do.
We want the viewers, the players, the competition to say, have a voice in how this tournament is shaped. And next year, we want to see what you guys want to come in and play.
Yeah, well phrased, sir. Well phrased. I feel like my voice is starting to get. I'm losing it because I'm losing in our battle so viciously. If you do want to, we do have our results of our winner of our competition, the $40 coming up. We're going to announce that soon. So congratulations to that person. In the meantime, if you do want to help us out in the studio, our boss said that whoever is the final winner of our our competition between Team Justin and Team Tim will get some Munchkin paraphernalia.
We're going to have a big reveal in Vegas.
It's going to be a huge reveal, and at this point, it looks like there's 12-3, I think.
Yeah.
One is me, one is Dinko Swerve, and one is my mother, who are on my team. So I'm losing by probably about 9. Thanks,
Team
Zoe.
Justin's rolling in.
Gosh, and I was so behind her, and that's cool. That's something really cool about watching on Twitch is you can watch your players, root for your players, and those players are representing not only themselves but their gaming stores, right? Because if they go to Vegas, they're going for them, and they're going for their stores.
It's good. Also, people when are watching on Twitch, getting to see the competition, but also when everyone conjoins and meets each other in Vegas. There's going to be a little familiarity with everyone because watching on Twitch, on Facebook, Smashcast. So it's going to be a whole group of people just coming together, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
A web of slews of gaming, tossing insults and fun and jabs and all of that. I think my favorite was Christian asking Ryan, if he had anything you wanted to say to the players who he was going to face.
Kind of almost like a UFC fighters. Who do you want to fight next? Do you have any firing shots you want to do? Ryan took the high road and said, no. I just want to make sure my wife's going to let me go to Vegas.
That's the biggest shot. Make sure the wife approves.
Yeah.
Awesome. Jay Gill, it's been a blast so far in Austin. Thank you to the Dragon's Lair.
An amazing place. Thanks for everyone that showed up. We talked to...
did you get a Warhammer figurine, by the way?
I did not.
Okay. I talked to Mitchell about getting a Warhammer figurine.
We'll get
complimentary, because he feels bad for me. So hopefully that plays out.
Thanks for everyone that showed up today here at Dragon's Lair.
Yeah, we had a lot.
It's been a fun day so far.
Well,
and
what's
we're still going.
What's our
King of Tokyo final. We're gonna see some familiar faces. Zoe's gonna be in it again.
Right.
We're gonna see Michael, who won the last table or our feature table. It's gonna be a fun.
I'm gonna take a timeout. You keep talking for 1 second. I'm taking a personal timeout because I'm choking on something.
All right. So King of Tokyo is gonna be fun. The final tables are always the most intense. It's gonna be fast-paced, quick moving. Tim gets a little intimidated sometimes about how these games go. It's going to be just...
Sorry, I'm better. What I was trying to tell you.
Good Lord.
We're going to be going to Atlanta next week.
Yes.
Atlanta next week. And I love giving Atlanta just a big thumbs up. It's going to be a blast, and then from there we've got Chesapeake, we've got Port Jervis. We are sweeping the nation. Newport, Kentucky, sweeping the nation with gameplay from this great Unrivaled tournament, the largest tabletop tournament of 2017.
But right now, let's go to our final table, King of Tokyo. I'm super excited. Let's go see it and how it all
I jumped in. Sorry about that. Hello, guys. We are now playing King of Tokyo once more. So we have both Michael and Zoe back from the first round. We also now have Brendan, correct, and Fernando. You guys are also playing, so as I explained to them and to you guys a little before, it's just that this board is really for visual purposes. It's also going to be tracking all your stuff. If you forget, don't worry, I'll make sure this is always tracked properly. And that's about it. Nothing else changes. The rules are still the same. And basically, good luck. So to see who goes first, take all 8 dice and roll them. Whoever has the most fists will go first.
Okay, here we go. We've got those players. We got Michael Wyatt.
0.
Zoe's back, so they're going to be facing off against each other.
Hard to beat.
Very.
Brendan, who we saw,
1.
and Fernando.
Uno.
Come on, Zoe. I said that unbiasedly.
1. Uno.
Straight out of Compton, or straight out of says Salt Lick Barbecue after this, guys. You ever been to a Salt Lick Barbecue?
I have not.
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I.
When you lick a block of, I know what a salt lick is. I've seen a deer do it.
So hope you don't do that in the actual game.
I would love that.
Perfect. Okay. Brendan, you are first on this.
Okay, here we go.
Whenever you're ready, roll those dice. You get 3 rolls.
All right, we got Brendan right there.
I wonder who signed his hat. I would love to know who's on that, because if that's a Steve Jackson licensed hat, or a Steve Jackson autograph, could be in trouble.
We have Camouflage, and then we have Even Bigger.
Even Bigger, Camouflage, and Nova Breath. Pretty good card.
We saw Even Bigger last round, or last game. Again, that's going to give you the ability to get to 12 health, which I think is absolutely an incredible card. Gives you 2 healing right away. Nova Breath in the middle.
I guess.
Ooh, there's some 3s right there. That's a big first turn right there for Brendan. Get those 3 victory points right away. Goes into Tokyo, gets another one, I believe, as well. Gets the 4.
You don't have enough energy for
If
anything, so
Nova Breath is played, Justin, it's a keep card. It costs a lot, 7 energy, but your attack, whenever you are attacking, smashes all other monsters.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that could be a big rawr to everybody out there. We are tallying up the votes for
Ooh,
our
look at
final
all those
Raven
energy
name.
by Fernando right there.
And that could here's the bad part about getting Nova Breath is that you automatically have a target.
Yes.
Because you're always going to be attacking people, so they're going to want to eliminate you right away.
Even bigger, right there by Fernando.
Smart move.
Big move right off the back.
I want to know who's got the gumption, who's got the gall out there to buy Nova Breath early. Maybe
Michael.
Zoe.
Michael played a very extremely good game of King of Tokyo last time.
What? Come on. Christian Umba says Tim licks salt. Thanks.
A lot of energy right there by Michael. Another energy right there. 5 energy.
5 energy. What's he going to do? J-Man, what are you buying out there?
It's going to be interesting. There's the camouflage.
Are you going to stay?
That maybe, right now I'm going to keep, I'm going to stay.
I'm good.
Yeah, I would have stayed as well, like Michael did. I just don't think right now there's a need. Maybe he's holding out for that Nova Breath.
Camouflage is a great card. We've
Ooh,
talked
2
about
attacks
that
by
before.
Zoe right away.
Again, if you don't like what's in the middle, what can you do, Jay?
You can spend 2 energy, or those gelatinous cube of joy that you like to say, and wipe the whole floor and put 3 new cards out there.
There's something about the theme of gelatinous between the gelatinous octahedron
The
and gelatinous cube of joy that I just like to...
Gelastus.
The Galactus. Our producer is known for mispronouncing words. He calls gelatinous Galactus.
Galactus.
Which maybe that's a new thing.
And we don't correct him, we just let him do that.
Can you do jumping gelastics?
No. Zoe, I believe, is now in King of the Tokyo. Or actually, no, Brennan stayed in. Bold move by Brennan, gets 3s. Gonna take the 2s. Interesting.
Too close. Every player takes 2 damage, obviously.
Serve player is going to take 2 damage because once you're in Tokyo, you deal damage to everyone that is outside of Tokyo.
Right.
If you are outside of Tokyo, you only deal damage to that is inside Tokyo.
So next person.
Big move right there by Brendan.
I'm still just enamored by the fact that Ryan asked his wife if he could go to Vegas. That is so sweet, and I want their relationship. I mean, I have that kind of. Oh, cool. A101 on Smashcast says,
oh,
shout
taking
out
the ones
to Team
back.
Justin, Team Tim. Shout out to you guys at Unrivaled. Thank you, A101 on Smashcast. I appreciate the love.
Interesting move by Fernando. Had 3 1s, but took them back. Really focusing on the attacks.
What are 3 1s going to do, really? What are Trey Unos?
You know, they add up.
Oh, thanks, Nickel Swerve. Oh, yes! I got another person! Neo Cowplays! Oh, man, I'm excited.
Good roll.
There's a good
Take
roll.
the 3s.
Do you hold the 3s?
I take the 3s.
Or are you smashing? Not in Tokyo. He's going to re-roll a decent amount.
That's 3 attacks right there. That's a...
Glad I left Tokyo.
Oof.
A1101 just asked, where can you get this King of Tokyo game? Well, it's again published by Yellow, so you can find it at online, but you can go to Game Master, your local gaming store.
Yeah, they have it at the Game Master
at
Laguna
Dragon's
Hills.
Lair
So if you
here.
win our competition, you can get it right there.
You see a lot of keeping the 2s. Come on, Zoe. Now, do you think?
Ooh, another 2. There's
do you
the
think
2s.
Zoe, at her young age, has learned from what happened last game?
The thing is, they always talk about how you're so young, you don't know what's going on, you just play. Like, you don't know the pressure.
Right.
I think Zoe's getting that. But think about Zoe playing King of Tokyo final 5 years from now. She's going to be an absolute beast at King of Tokyo.
Look at even her eyes. She's more.
Ooh.
She's more in tune. I feel like she's
gonna
done
win.
it. She had a wink, I think, in there. She knows what's up.
Sorry, you get 2 points in the display. Next up is Poison.
Ooh, Poison Quills.
Poison
There was a game
Quills.
changer early on in our game changer
Tell me
segment.
about Poison Quills, Jay.
And then you're all done. Next up.
Poison Quills.
It's like you roll 3 2s and then you do.
You can add an extra attack.
Right. You're gonna roll. Yeah, what you said. You roll 3 2s or more, add 2 attack to your
2
roll.
attack. My fault.
That's not your fault. That's my fault. Don't know how, but it is.
Oh, another one. Late Night Tabletop says, we got your back. Hashtag Team Tim.
Oh, man. Thanks, guys, for the support.
I feel like the
This is
tabletop community is turning on me.
I have a vested interest in someone else winning in Vegas. I want Zoe to win, but I have a vested interest in someone else. Kif will rock you. I almost want to know who it is, but I also don't.
Yes.
I feel like knowing too much could be bad. It's like that movie Enemy of the State with Will Smith.
There's some hearts.
There we go, Fernando.
Fernando trying to heal.
Space Penguin, more than meets.
Not Transformers. You did this last
I know, I didn't do it every week.
Gain 3 health.
So he's going to go back to
9, 10, 11.
So
11, because he has the
yeah,
even bigger.
That's big. I mean, that's even bigger than big.
That's not you.
See what I did there?
I did.
See how I did that?
And I'm
oh
not
my
gonna. I
gosh.
chose not to answer.
Correct.
So Michael's getting 2, staying in Tokyo.
Stays in Tokyo.
And then strategy staying the course like it was last game.
This was big for him last. Oh! He's known for his smash rolls around here.
Still 4
and he does
smash.
It. Oh boy! Wow. Bringing Gigazor all the way down.
I get 1 energy.
It's a big move.
How
Oh
does he
wow!
do
Is this
that?
where he goes for Nova Breath or Poison
If
Quills?
he goes for Nova Breath,
I think he's gonna go for Poison Quills.
no, he's gonna go Nova Breath. He's the type that likes to smash and destroy.
I will buy the Nova.
Oh, and he goes for Nova Breath.
Oh, this is gonna get good. This is gonna get good. My leg's shaking.
Revealed next is National Guard.
Dinklesworth says Mike is just really good at punching people. They're not called punches, Dinkles. They're smashes. You know this by now. You're our biggest fan. Kif will rock you. Where do you get those sweet King of Tokyo boards for BP and health? That is specifically designed for our tournament.
For this tournament,
play.
yeah.
You could ask one of our producers, but they might. I don't know the price.
And no energy, so you're next.
Ooh, 3 2s right there. Brennan has something.
If you had
Brennan
poison
just taking
quills.
it.
If you had poison
Brennan
quills,
did it
that'd be
after
big.
his 1 turn. And he's taking the camouflage.
Gas refinery.
Gas refinery.
Gas refinery out on the board.
Big move by camouflage right there. Was very content with his first roll. Decided to end it right there.
That's you don't see that a lot of people being satisfied after 1 roll. Camouflage, by the way, if you lose health, roll a die for each health you lost. Each health roll reduces the loss by 1 part. I've seen a gentleman in the office. I won't name his name because he'll get elated. Use that card and come back from literally 1.
I think it takes 1 going on to 6.
Multiple times.
Would you change up?
I have heard of this infamous.
I'll move out.
Okay. You now replace it.
Tinkleswear says, my bad, Michael is
No,
very
don't do
good
anything with
at decking people in the monster schnoz. I added monster.
And that's played immediately, so you gain 2 points.
You could probably custom craft your own.
Yeah.
Fernando gets 2 points.
2 and lose 2.
And loses
Okay, now
2
I
health.
was, I'll take the spikes.
As it was not replaced, it was not pulled out.
Oh. So said, nope, I'm taking Poison Quills now.
Gourmet.
Gas. Oh, there's one of my favorite drawings in the game, National Guard. Just a couple of National Guard members having coffee while a giant
grab all
monster
fancy
smiles about eating them from the back. I think that monster needs to see a dentist. He's got a couple big gaps. Those are Strahan-like. There we see. There he is again.
All right.
3
So 3 damage to
smashes by
everyone and
Michael.
My
Correct,
goodness.
because you have no breath.
Because he's got Nova Breath. Everyone
you get to
takes
reroll
3
3
damage.
die.
Oh.
And you are
Oh.
the king, right?
And I move up.
Oh, late night tabletop. Will there
Official
be
Daniel's side.
giant King of Tokyo in Vegas? What does that mean, giant? Elaborate.
But the use of the camouflage
I
right
usually
there by
roll nothing
Brendan
on camouflage, so I'm very happy about
only
That-
makes 1 less.
Pretty good
attack.
roll.
Keep the energy.
3 attacks right there. Oh no, Zoe. Gets 2 attacks.
2 attacks? Come on, Zoe.
I'll move out.
Everyone kind of treading water at this point because Michael is so gung-ho. And this seems to be his strategy, like you said, just going after it with smashes.
Y'all know?
And Zoe has 4 health though right now, so a big roll here by Brendan could send Zoe home, unfortunately.
Brendan, don't you do it. Brendan, don't you do it. He's looking to heal. Everyone kind of treading water. But similar as far as, I mean, even Michael, though he's got Nova Breath, is still...
There's another heal right there.
He's still sitting at only 6.
Did you do anything better? You're up.
We are tallying those final votes for our Raven competition as we speak. And it looks like the results are in. Justin, do you want to announce our winner?
We're going to announce after this game. We don't want to get the highlight away from this game.
Right.
Plus, we'll give a little more suspense for our viewers.
Again, some of our
4 health by Fernando. 5 health by
Fernando.
Wow. And before you enter, though, you do heal 5.
All the way back up to 11.
All these cards.
That's what the power of the even bigger card does.
That is big, Fernando.
Good pass.
So here's Michael. See what he does this time.
And the smash is going to deal. Oh, how does he do this? How does he do it? It's like his hands are made of smashes.
Oh my
What is he doing? No!
5.
Sorry, yep.
And Zoe's gone.
His goal in the game is.
You're taking 5.
Neo Cow plays.
Zoe's done.
That's it for Zoe.
Okay, good.
That's usually what happens.
Team Justin
Makes
forever.
up for the other one.
Neo Cowplay says Brandon Lee not winning is the biggest sham. Rigged. Again, it was a Raven, not the Crow, is the only caveat to that. I would have been all for it. Like 100 by 1,000%. Brilliant. But, and there are tears shed for Zoe. What a competitor. I love that she's out there. No fear, still scowling at people, saying do the right thing.
Okay. 3 lightning bolts, 2 ones, a 3, and a fist. Cool. Or claw.
Neo Cal plays, in all due respect, it's very hard to joke. Okay, I get it. Crows versus Ravens. Okay. It's always a touchy situation with the movie. Would be my only.
Actually, I'm glad I rolled that. I
thought.
miscounted.
Bunch of energy.
I'm gonna spend the 6 for the gas refinery.
Gas refinery. Big purchase right by Brendan. What is the gas refinery
take 3 damage,
specifically going to help him with? How's
Go
that
look
going
at
to change his game?
Well, Gas Refinery is a pretty great card. For my money, first of all, it's a discard. It's 6. It's going to give you +2 BP, and all other monsters are going to lose 3 health. So that happens immediately. So
and
as
we
you
see that now all the health
everyone is
close.
just depleted.
So this is where the health. It looks like the winner is going to be the last one standing.
Can Fernando keep rolling hearts? If it gets around to Michael one more time,
we know Michael is capable of.
Since he can hit both of us no matter what.
Look, there it is. There's the table talk.
Table talk during table talk.
Can I ask for clarification on this?
Yes.
Do I need to roll one in order to get those 2, or does it add on?
As in,
do I need to keep this one here in order to have it?
No, if you roll 3 2s, it's basically like you have 2 extra attack roll dice that come in.
Okay.
So you both get the points as well as the claws.
Good explanation there, right by CJ. Very thorough. Ooh, he almost got another 2.
That transformed from a fist to a 2.
Oh.
I think, didn't this one? Oh.
No, yeah, when I saw it hit, it rolled into that fist, it got transformed into 2, so that actually is a fist.
Oh.
Fist.
Find the
monster
fist.
has a fist.
There we go,
CJ.
TJ.
Twirling around. He's very used to Rubik's Cubes. More sides.
Still have 3 fists. I have one more roll?
Yes, you do.
2.
A shout out, by the way, to our judges who are working so hard. CJ is endlessly studying gameology, studying tabletop. He's probably the smartest dude out there. If you guys ever do have questions, you can tweet at him. He might not respond.
You will force
but
Tokyo from that.
if he does
Michael
respond, it'll be right.
is out.
And not enough energy. It is now your turn.
Wow.
That is
wow.
huge.
Wow. And just by teaming up, they eliminated him. Michael's got to be pretty upset, especially considering he won that.
And then heal 3. And then you take 1 damage. We now 3. Would you like to stay in Tokyo? Switch over.
Fernando hops.
You run it up.
Brendan back in. And Justin, do you think it's a kill at this point?
I think it's a kill. That one of these players is going to have to do. Yeah.
All he's got to roll is one more smash for Fernando.
This is big.
Alejandro Fernando. Do you ever listen to Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
That's what I dropped at the club.
See, we didn't see Fernando in our feature table first round, but he did a very good job. In his table.
I don't know what Fernando is thinking, unless I misread here. Oh yeah, he's still up. Okay, I see.
Up to 6.
Wow, there we go.
Nothing.
Would you like to stay in Tokyo?
Nope.
Shakes out of Tokyo. Interesting. Now it's a 2-player game. A little strategy changes. It's a little more of a back and forth. Very still surprised that Michael somehow.
I mean, again, they just tuned up on him before he could literally one away from his roll.
Yeah.
And that probably because they knew he would have won. They were both so low at that point. So low.
Ooh.
I mean, Brendan, he could still go at the points, but it'd be real risky. I mean, if you're him, do you heal and go points at this point? There we go. We see a reroll of a lot of those dice.
I don't know.
He's
I
going to take
feel
2
like
cards.
points are.
You take 2.
14.
Would you like to stay in Tokyo?
I don't know.
Swap out
It's,
again?
what's going to come to you?
Either way, this is the thing. If you're in or out of Tokyo with 2 person, you're still doing damage. The only thing is you can't heal.
There we go.
Deuces, he's going to hold on to him.
Because he has the poison quills as well. That's why.
Yep. And that could be it, right? Let's see. I have to get a.
1, 2.
Wow, those poison quills going to come in handy. Oh, there's another 2.
Ooh. So he's going to get the points plus the attack.
Plus the attack.
Oh, no, more points.
Yeah, so it only reads once.
Oh, okay.
But you do get 6, no, 5, because it's 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so you get 5.
Wow.
5 points.
Oh.
You're over there, so you're up to now 10.
Wow.
That's a big turn.
That was big.
This is for the health.
Take 1 damage.
Takes only 1 damage, which is pretty big. Get a point. Give yourself a point, Fernando. Oh!
Whoa! Whoa!
He's 1 point away.
He's debating it.
Take the threes.
Take the 3s. Yeah, but can he win it? He can. If he holds on to all those 3s and continues to roll.
He just needs 1 more 3.
He's at 15. Yep, 1 more. That's all you got to do. Come on, Brendan.
Take the 3s. Let's
Come
go,
on,
Brendan.
Take those 3s.
For
All you got to do is
Vegas.
roll a 3.
Not there. Come on, for Vegas.
Do it for the strip.
Oh!
Is that it?
3, 4, 5. Yes, with that
King
roll,
of Tokyo!
to 20.
Oh! Wow!
Good job, Brandon.
Oh!
That was a very close game, you guys.
The strip is going to feel so good.
Wow.
I was really nervous there.
Good job, players. I'm very sorry, Zoe, for being the first one out. And I'm sorry, Michael, for being out after that. Good job, all.
What a
Great
game.
honestly. Glad you guys can make it.
Oh,
Zoe, honestly,
man.
thank you for being like
That
an
was
amazing.
That was a good ending.
That was king.
That was what you want to see at a championship table.
Yeah, because I mean, let's be honest. Brendan was on the ropes. Like it looked, first of all, with his with Fernando's even bigger.
And the poison quills.
And the poison quills. He was doing damage while collecting
Everything
points.
was set up for Fernando to win.
Right. Yet Brendan somehow pulls off that miraculous, basically a 5-pointer.
The 5-pointer, which is sometimes very rare in this game of King of Tokyo.
Yeah, rare trays. Hats off to all 4 of our competitors in
We
that.
saw Zoe, unfortunately. We saw another 5 tack for Michael.
Yeah.
He got bowed out a little early, but still, this was a very fun and a very interesting King of Tokyo game.
I think it would have been interesting had the roll been able to get to Michael. I think you would have seen a completely different winner going to Vegas.
Because he was still staying, Michael was still staying with his strategy of staying in Tokyo.
Right.
Kind of cost him at the end because he wasn't healing. And that's when you saw Fernando and Brendan take advantage of that. And it was a good mano-a-mano battle for the last couple turns.
I like when we get to see cards that we don't always see. You know, sometimes we continue to see the same cards in the center. Nova Breath hasn't been one that we've seen a lot of.
That was a big.
And that was a
game changer.
That was a large, fiery spewing all over on most of the other players.
Yeah.
And again, Brendan Fernando teaming up to put him at bay, put Michael at bay.
It was just a fun game.
Michael at bay.
You definitely did that on purpose. He's been writing these puns.
More than meets the king. Sorry. Anyway, that was.
And we're gonna have an interview soon.
Yeah, we are.
With Brendan. I'm very interested to see what he thinks about his strategy and how that turned off, and as if that's going to be his strategy going into King of Tokyo, because we've seen a lot of different strategies King of Tokyo. We saw our first week in Ontario where it's just boom, 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 attack, 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 and slowly every single week we see, okay, hold back, let's gain health, or stay in King of Tokyo as long as possible. It's very interesting to see how these strategies pulled off, and again with Brendan we saw a different one.
Right, definitely. I mean, tons of fun gameplay, tons more coming up, tons more after that in Vegas. In the meantime, let us just announce the winner of our competition. They've been waiting so long, we've held them at bay.
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it. And
our winner of our Raven competition for a $40 store credit to Laguna Hills Game Master goes to Rarl.
For Claude.
Oh, for Claude. We really like the Raven name Claude. I don't know
why that stuck with us.
It just stuck. We had some great entries.
Ravenator.
Brandon Lee, Raven Simone, Ravenator, just awesome ones. So we're going to private message you on Twitch or private message me. We'll get you in touch with our producers. Congratulations, Raul, to Claude, the ultimate Raven.
That's one winner we saw right there. And a great contest. We're going to have an interview with another winner right here with Brendan. So let's see what he has to say.
Let's do it.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Christian here with Brendan, playing on behalf of Dragon's Lair. Brendan, tell me about that win, man. How's it feel?
I was very nervous. My heart's still pumping.
You know what? You look cold as ice. So if you are still pumping, I couldn't tell. Just letting you know. So tell me a little bit about the end there. I mean, strategy-wise, you had those threes working for you. You know, when in your mind did you decide I'm going for it?
Well, when I got the first, I think like 6 points in the beginning of the game, normally I'm an aggressive player, but at that point I was like, well, I guess I'm going for points this game. And I was not anticipating a roll of 4 threes, and so I was just going to leave it down to a whittling game and hope that my camouflage was enough to keep me alive. And then I rolled the 4 threes, and I was like, oh wow, if I can roll one more, that's it, I win. So I took the risk, and it paid off.
And then just got to throw this out there, you know, a lot of people on Twitch were rooting for Zoe, so you know you might have some haters. Might have a few angry individuals. Anything you want to do to silence the haters? I mean, you did eliminate a 13-year-old girl. I mean,
I'm only 16. Sorry, Zoe. Nothing personal.
All right. So, shout out to the people that are young playing these games. Come out to your shops, support your shops, have fun. Most importantly, and I just want to say, you know, thank you very much, Brandon. Looking forward to Vegas with you. You know, so back to the studio.
So he said he's usually a very aggressive player, but he had to change his strategy to become more victory points oriented. And that's unique because we see a lot of people stick to their strategy so much time during these games, but you saw him adapt, and that's what makes a good player. and he's only 16.
Right.
And so he's still a young gun too.
It's cool to instill some fear in some of those older players' eyes when you're coming in, rolling in with your Deadpool shirt, saying, "What up? What up?" I know how to change strategies. I know how to tabletop. So congrats to you, Brendan. I think Christian touched on a really cool subject. Just saying that supporting all your local gaming stores. We love that. We've got one near us that we go to all the time. Our Game Master in Laguna Hills, the Dragon's Lair, another local. We've been all over
the place.
Seattle, all over the country. If you guys get a chance, just go learn about the games. It's a chance for you guys to get involved and then potentially develop your strategies, come to Unrivaled, and really throw down.
And our followers on Twitch, our followers on Facebook Live, Smashcash, let us know what your gaming stores that you're representing. We can give them shout outs, give them more notoriety, because we're all about expanding the love here at Unrivaled. So let us know on Twitch what you guys are playing for, who you're playing for, and what you just like about it.
We want to open your monster arms to all the gaming. The gaming. I'm excited, Justin, because we've talked about it all week. Munchkin Week.
Yes.
We've got a great interview with Andrew Hackard lined up, I believe.
The line editor.
The line editor. I personally, I'm excited because I didn't exactly know what a line editor did, but I knew that they were involved in a lot of the creative process as far as writing, coming up with that language, which we know in Munchkin is obviously a favorite when you've got things like the, ghoul fiends, I should say.
It's going to be a good insight into the Munchkin world and allow people to hear what goes in the process of making Munchkin, what people that are behind the scenes have to say about the creation of Munchkin, and it allow us to see a bigger world of Munchkin.
Which is crazy. The irony and just the wordplay there is amazing, and it is a fascinating world, the Munchkin world. So we're going to learn more.
Yeah. So this, like we said, an interview with Andrew Hackard, the line editor for Munchkin. Very interesting to see what he has to say.
Do you have a favorite Munchkin card? Is there one that you like to play the most?
No.
Singing a dancing sword. Ha!
On that note, we're just going to go to the interview.
All right. Hey, Christian here with Unrivaled and Umbah TV. I'm here with Andrew Hackard from Steve Jackson Games. How you doing today, Andrew?
I'm doing great, Christian. It's great to be here. This is a huge crowd here at Dragon's Lair in Austin.
Yeah, it's been great. Seeing a lot of people coming by your booth, getting autographs, How do you feel about that? What do you like to do with the interaction there with the people?
I just like meeting the people who are playing the games. Sometimes I'm stuck behind a desk and I don't actually get to talk to the people who are involved, and it's great to hear how much fun they're having and how much they enjoy what it is I do.
So desks, do you prefer the chair you'd be sitting in or the chair I'm sitting in? Because I'm kind of sunk down here, but it is comfortable.
You have the more comfortable chair, but I am up higher. It's a position of power.
I'm inferior. He said it. I mean, I don't know if those were the exact words, but that's what I heard.
But you're more comfortable.
Yeah.
So there's a trade-off.
I'm comfortable in my inferior, So, prior to Steve Jackson, is there a job you had that led you into it? Something that kind of, did this career? Now you're Steve Jackson?
So I've been a gamer since 1980. I started with the original D&D Redbox set. And all through college, all through post-college, I was gaming and ended up being a grad student and not happy doing it. And I said, you know what? I've always enjoyed gaming. I want to get back to Austin. Let's see if there's a job that's available. And sure enough, Steve had a job that I was able to work on. So I got very lucky.
What was your first job at Steve Jackson Games?
I was the marketing writer, which I have never in my life taken a marketing course, but I have proven that marketing is entirely about BS because that's how I got into the job. Please don't tell my marketing colleagues that I said that.
And then I'm going to stick you with a tough question to finish off. Favorite card, favorite bookmark, favorite thing that you've created for Munchkin?
The favorite thing that I have created for Munchkin isn't out yet, so I can't talk about it. But the favorite thing of the stuff that I actually has been published, we did a very silly game called Moops Monster Mashup about a wizard who's creating collisions of monsters to create new things. And I contributed a card to that was Amoeba Earhart.
Amoeba Earhart.
Amoeba Earhart. You know, this little blob wearing a scarf and goggles, and Steve looked at it and he's like, I never would have come up with that. That's why we pay you.
Did it have the ability to fly?
Briefly.
Andrew, thank you very much. You've been great. I'm having TV. Back to the studio, Justin and Tim.
Thanks a lot, Christian.
everyone, I'm Quinn with Umba TV, and here is your quick Esports Now update. The Overwatch League has expanded to 9 teams, with London and Los Angeles confirmed. Cloud9 founder Jack Etienne has purchased rights for the London spot, while Stan and Josh Kroenke of Kroenke Sports and Entertainment own the second LA branch. The Kroenke family have controlling interest in multiple sport franchises, including the Los Angeles Rams, the Denver Nuggets, the Colorado Avalanche, Arsenal FC, as well as KSE Esports. Blizzard CEO Mike Morhaime said, "Overwatch is a global game with heroes and players from around the world, so it's important to us that as many Overwatch League fans have local and regional teams to root for." Each spot costs $20 million, and with 9 teams confirmed, fans are eager to see what cities will fill the last 3 spots. Season 1 of the Overwatch League is expected to launch later this year. Valve is releasing games again, but not the games you thought you wanted. During the Dota 2 International, Valve announced a brand new game in development entitled Artifact. Artifact is a card-playing game version of Dota 2. Unlike current card games like Hearthstone that are based on World of Warcraft, Artifact is literally Dota 2 but with cards. There are 3 boards that represent 3 lanes, 5 heroes instead of 1, and cards that will allow you to adapt your strategy. There was mention of creature cards, but little is known as of now. Like most things, reactions are very divided. A lot of people are upset that the next game Valve has decided to release is not a Half-Life or a Portal sequel, but a card game. The release date is set for sometime during 2018. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube for all of your latest esports news. Also, be sure to check out our Unrivaled tournament series, which hosts its 7th regional this Saturday in Austin. You can still register in person on the day of the event. For more information, just head over to unrivaled.com. I'm Quinn with Umba TV. Until next time, challenge everyone. Hey everyone, I'm Quinn with Umba TV, and here is your quick Esports Now update. The Paris 2024 bid team is set to discuss the possible addition of esports into the Olympic Games. The esports industry generated over $400 million in 2016 with a global audience of over 320 million. In 2022, competitive video gaming will be included in the Asian Games. Co-president Tony Estanjoui said, "We have to look at it because we can't say it's not about Olympics. The youth are interested, so let's meet them." Paris is hosting the Olympics in 2024 before the Summer Games come stateside to Los Angeles in 2028. The International Olympic Committee will be meeting in September to ratify what sports will be added in the coming years. The next Hearthstone expansion is only 1 day away. Knights of the Frozen Throne arrives tomorrow. We're going to quickly go through some of the new features. First is the new keyword, Lifesteal. A minion with this effect heals the hero for the amount of damage it deals. The heroes of Hearthstone have all fallen under the Lich King's sway and have all new Death Knight cards, with special battle cries and hero powers awarded when these cards are played. Similar to cards like Jiraxis, it will replace your old hero with the new Death Knight version of your hero. This expansion also introduces an all-new and free solo adventure. You will fight your way into Icecrown Citadel trying to defeat the Lich King and his minions. If you defeat the Lich King with every hero, you will earn Arthas Menethil, an alternate hero for the Paladin class. Beware though, every battle with the Lich King is unique for each class. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube for all of your latest esports news. Also, be sure to check out our Unrivaled tournament series, which hosts its 7th regional this Saturday in Austin. You can still register in person on the day of the event. For more information, just head over to unrivaled.com. I'm Quinn with Umba TV. Until next time, challenge everyone.
Thanks,
Great
Quinn.
interview. Great interview we saw.
Yeah, Andrew Hackard, thank you so much. That was awesome, just hearing a little bit about what propelled him into working for Steve Jackson Games and keeps him being a creative mind, which we love. And we are so enthused to have been playing Munchkin all week long. All I want to say, oh my gosh, sorry, choking on something. Munchkin is a blast. So many Munchkin sets.
Yeah.
There's only one way to culminate this week of Munchkin Week. What is it?
The OG original Munchkin final table. Winner goes to Vegas.
Yes, I love it.
The excitement is real. There's a crowd forming around right now.
Simmering with Super Munchkin, talk of half-breeds.
We have nothing more to talk about. Nothing more to talk about. Let's just go and watch the game.
Here we go. Final Munchkin table here at Austin at Unrivaled.
Hey, Matt, would you give a special ability but is the Unrivaled tournaments, they are not activated. We are using them because for the camera and for the other players, it makes it really easy to see everything, makes it easier for also you guys to know where everything goes to make a nice clean play area. As you see, we're also using the Munchkin tokens for sizing gender. So we have each of you guys with your gender token that you've chosen for the game to represent you, purpose of convex and whatnot. I also have you guys' bookmarks in front of you. The new way we're doing it now is that you must display your bookmarks before the game, and I must check to make sure they are legal bookmarks. They are the new Unrivaled Spite bookmark, which are legal for the tournament series according to our rulebook as updated as of today. Sorry, it's been there for a while, but our most current rules do have this bookmark as part of it, so that's why we are able to use it today. Other than that, let's introduce yourself. So what's your name, my friend?
I'm Gwendol.
Gwendol, and then?
Alex.
Alex.
Chloe.
Chloe.
Matthew.
Matthew, okay. When you guys are ready, actually right now, we're going to roll the dice to see who goes first. So, starting with you. Gwen got a 2, Alex.
Look at those Munchkin play mats.
Those are amazing.
Those are amazing
Oh,
design.
oh,
Loose Munchkin.
I was trying to
roll.
be dramatic. I was being dramatic for the camera. Hashtag klutzy nerds.
6.
How's someone be another 2?
Oh. Roll again.
So
Justin, they decide who goes first in Munchkin.
Say you argue, you roll a dice and then argue about it.
That's my favorite part of the game.
Hopefully they're maybe civil about it, just see who's the highest roll.
We do condone civility.
So first, second, third, I will do that.
And we see CJ's passing. How many cards do each player get to start the game?
So close to exactly.
You're going to get 8 total. 4 door cards, 4 treasure cards. The doors on the left, treasures on the right. And anyone who hasn't played Munchkin, very simple. Knock down a door, try and defeat a monster. If you can't, try and team up with someone. And if you can stop them and you're another player,
yeah, for real.
Did I summarize that?
You did a great job.
Appropriately?
I will give you. I'll help you out the next time we play Munchkin.
And also, just so you guys know, there is a 1-hour time limit. I will give you guys both a limit at 30, 15, 10, and 5. From the time call, it will become highest level. If there's a tie, highest bonus. Still a tie, highest amount of gold. Still a tie, we have a list, don't worry.
Thanks, CJ.
Again, one more shout out to Rarl for that amazing Raven name of Claude for our contest. Next week we'll have a contest too, right? Possibly.
Oh yeah.
You have any thoughts? Anything
Not
you're
yet.
thinking about?
One day at a time, focus on this Munchkin finale.
You've always had a one day at a time mantra in your backpack.
That's what I do, man.
And there we see stuff going in the backpack. I already see a horny helmet out there. Such big
Whoa,
horns.
horny helmet.
Sorry.
Plutonium Dragon, level
Already?
20.
Already, a level 20 Plutonium Dragon. Why is that so important to this game right now? Because why?
Doesn't matter, because you're going to leave. It's so
What's
big.
what's significant of a Plutonium Dragon later on?
Oh, later on in the game, I mean, it's a level 20. So being able to defeat it's the biggest monster.
Really?
Squidзilla.
Really?
Mecha. Big dragon.
Will not pursue anyone except on level 4. Okay, so same thing happens. Basically.
Our competitor Gwen works at Hoppy Dottie, who provided the food for this event.
Yeah.
She was allowed to get off work early to play in this championship, play in the regional tournaments.
I love this.
So we see Hoppy Dottie is all about Munchkin.
Is it? Are you saying Hoppy Dottie?
Yeah.
Is it Hop Dottie or Hoppy? Isn't it Hop Dottie? But I like that it's very.
Yeah, I can totally fight this dude.
Large engine, level 2. Would anyone like to start?
Late Night Tabletop wants to know, where are we next week? I will tell you, Late Night Tabletop, we are in Atlanta. The ATL.
Amigos.
And then real quick,
Outcast.
Donald Glover.
The Aquarium.
The Atlanta Hawks.
The Atlanta Braves.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Let's get back to the game.
You have no race, so nothing happens.
So a lot of these monsters or curses earlier in the game really don't take effect because not a lot of people have their race or class, or they're not big enough, or they don't have a high enough level to fight a monster.
I want to quit my headgear.
There we go, equipping the headgear. I love these Munchkin mats, can I just say. Hats off to our producers and our crafts people that took care of that.
Go looking for trouble and fight
Looking
the
for trouble.
What's it mean?
Galactus,
Justin, if you're
Gelatinous Octahedron.
It's out there. It's my favorite card. I love the Gelatinous Octahedron. I just like saying it.
You have to defeat it, you gain.
I'm going to name my next child Gelatinous Octahedron. Come here, Jelly.
Hey, Summer.
Inconvenient math error.
And she has the flying frog. She has a lot of good monsters early on to look for
I'm
trouble.
gonna play Wine at the Gym.
She does.
go
That's
up
a great
level,
point.
you can't
Chloe
use it for
looks like
highest
she's got a
level.
nice-
tied for highest, but I'm not.
Correct.
Nice road to.
Good move by Matthew. Playing that level, go up a level.
Wizard. I will become a wizard.
Look for trouble, loot the room, do nothing.
I'll become Super Munchkin.
Super Wizard.
He also has a level 1 potted plant in his hand.
You know what else I think he has? It's hard to see, but it looks like he might have a bullrog.
I saw the same thing.
I
as
get
well.
really excited about bullrog.
Level 18 bullrog.
I have two favorite monsters in the game: Gelatinous Octahedron and Bullrog.
Very different monsters.
They are. They could not be more opposite.
So the main point, the
I
very,
beat it unless anyone wants
very
to,
sequential way of playing Munchkin.
Yes.
You knock down the door, you don't have a monster, and you're not going into combat, then you can look for trouble or loot the room. Very simple. It just takes a while because the strategy is all different on what you're going to play and how you're going to play it, asking for help.
Oh, I already have beat things.
I'll take them.
So she's looking.
You can't play Super
Put
Munchkin.
something.
Come out with a class, not a race.
My bad.
Try to play Super Munchkin there. CJ said, not so fast.
So
I love when you do CJ impressions.
Your boots still stay where they are.
Yeah,
That
those
is-
My bad.
Again, so you can put anything in your backpack, right? As long as it's got a value.
Yes.
Or fanny pack, as
But
we like to
that's
say.
not
When
fun.
you're at Coachella, you kept your fanny
I
pack.
did have a fanny pack, put a lot of my cards in
Oh,
there.
I didn't know that was an option.
If you carry Munchkin cards to Coachella, you already dominate.
I did. I had the Duck of Doom ready to throw that out, curse out to someone that made
Yeah, I
me
have
mad.
6.
Claire.
You can have 6
So,
cards
why can she have 6 cards?
because she's a dwarf.
Very simple.
Dwarfs can carry lots of
actually,
stuff, including your hand.
My hand, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'll fight this level 1 Mallrat +3 against clerics. Assume no one's gonna stop me.
Ah, it's Trish the Dish. Nobody calls it.
Wow. Didn't even give CJ a chance to count down.
Yeah,
I like it though.
think-
It's aggressive.
I mean, that's part of Munchkin, being aggressive with your rules.
And he plays a cleric card, so he becomes a cleric.
Yep. White Brothers.
Level 16.
Ooh, level
So
16.
That's great if you've got a cleric.
As you did not escape it, because it never pursued you in the first place.
Could I try? Oh,
Yes, you can choose to fight it though, if you wanted. Yep.
Chloe said, I'm better off not doing it.
Why is it important to try and fight some monsters that are higher levels? Maybe when you're not that high up on your own level.
Because higher monsters, say the White Brothers, a
Yeah.
Squidzilla, a Bullrock, you can get higher treasures, like 4 treasures, for example, for Squidzilla. But you can also gain 2 levels.
Right.
Randomly, though.
And that's a big point in advancing. So if you were a level 8 and you beat a
They do have a
level
notice
18
treasure.
Squidzilla and it gets you the 2 levels to get to level 10, that's how you win the game.
And early on, you might not have as much to lose.
Exactly.
So sometimes if you, it might be a pretty.
And a strategy is
I'm gonna
too,
go looking for trouble.
sometimes you
fight
may
the
not be
Bullrog.
happy with, like exactly right here.
Which gives you all the treasures, but not the levels.
So smart.
Smart move right there.
Love it.
Why is that a good move early on?
So Magic Lamp, he's gonna all of a sudden he's gonna collect a ton of treasure. He's gonna make the monster disappear. Yes, he's not gonna get the levels, but he's gonna get to keep that Bullrog was carrying a sack of treasures just past its angry little nostril nose, and he's gonna get to take all that treasure without having to fight the monster.
And we just saw him play kill a hireling card, so he goes up a level. So this is a good move right there by Matthew. A smart move early on.
Oh, that's
Get his
I don't know why.
hand full of treasures.
Sorry.
A very veteran move, some would
And
say.
the Sneaky Bastard Store goes in your backpack.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
You all done?
Yep, that was my turn.
Matthew at level 3 already.
It's your turn.
Okay.
Here goes
You
Gwen.
can now be a cleric if you so choose.
If you so choose. She's gonna be clear.
She is. We don't see clerics played a lot.
I don't have anything to fight, so.
Do you want to loot the room? Or
She does have a couple curses. The
one
curses
door card.
lose 1 small item. She has a truly obnoxious curse where if you curse someone, they lose the biggest item that has the biggest bonus.
Which is just a pain in the
Very obnoxious.
pain of the obnoxious.
Very obnoxious.
Goody. Does anyone want to help me fight a level 6?
Here we go.
Yeah, treasures.
There we
Here's where
see
we
the
start
first
asking
team
for
up
help.
battle.
I'll do it for
See some
less
alliance.
treasure.
I'll do it for free, but in good faith.
Okay.
Me too.
Is he an elf?
Okay.
Is that why?
Getting up there.
I guess math.
Okay, so I'll make sure you guys are helping each other out, correct?
Yes.
Would anyone like to stop them? One.
Teaming up with Matt.
Looks like you got even though it wasn't given treasures, you still have to reveal them so everyone can see them as a helper.
Whenever
you
you
won't take one because you did not agree on treasure, but it is seen.
That's an interesting part, in my opinion.
How many?
A munchkin? Well, yeah, I feel like if you're going to rely on somebody else to go after like
item ever in front of you.
a troll or something, you gotta let everyone know what you picked up. I'm excited to see how those bookmarks come into play, because you know they will.
Lose one item.
Sometimes never will.
And everyone else will also lose an item up to that gold value, or multiple items worth that gold value.
I'm going to do my helmet, so it's 600.
So starting with, just for order matters for sometimes. Starting with you, 600. 600 gold, please.
So the curse that was just played is the income tax. What is the income tax?
Or a combination of
What does that do to not just herself, but to everyone in the plane?
Basically, income tax works as follows. Whatever she discards, depending on how much value it has, the other player has to match or risk losing a level.
And we saw her throw up a 600, her horny helmet, which is 600 gold pieces. That means everyone has to get up to 600, whether it's one card or a couple cards, which is a smart move. It's a curse that sucks, but it also is valuable towards you taking out other people.
Right.
16. 1% let's see. 1, 4, 7.
You may run away without any problems.
I only bring 4, sorry.
Does someone bring 9? Or close to it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
Yeah, okay. You want to help me kill this
Yeah,
thing?
I got you, bro.
Here we go.
What you want to give me? I'll take one of your 4.
That's the second time we've heard Gwen say that. That's her catchphrase, I believe. I got you.
Okay, they're not working together anymore.
What does she mean when she says it is? Is it a fright? Are they trying to frighten someone? She says boo?
It's polymorph portion, cheese grater piece, magic missile, and short white arm.
Oh, magic missile. That's a +5 to either side in combat. Love riding in with a giant rocket.
I'm not a cleric.
This is cleric only. You want to give me this one?
I was thinking of taking it for that exact reason.
That's pretty rude.
Don't laugh, Matthew. That's a smart move.
Yeah, Matthew, get your giggles out now, because Munchin's going to get fierce soon.
I know.
Where's this go? Here? Okay.
There we go.
That's your everything else. It actually goes in your hand item.
Oh. Boom.
You're all set. You have to get rid of cards, though.
Yeah, I'm playing it.
And Justin, for those of our new players who haven't played Munchkin, what happens if you got more than 5 cards at the end of your turn?
You have to discard them by giving it charity. So you give it to the lowest level. If 2 people are at the lowest level, you
Call me
choose.
Bruce.
We give it to you. If you are the lowest level, you just discard them.
We'll go under everything else.
And this is brutal. We just saw Gwen became a dude.
Oh, yeah. I want to fight him.
And that's going to be brutal because that's going to be -5 in her next fight.
Now him.
I'm good.
1, 2, 3. Defeated. The curse goes away.
Yep, good job.
Do I get a level 2?
Yes, you do. And your hand limit, make sure you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm good.
You all done? Next up.
Yeah.
Level 16 hippogriff.
Oh, the hippogriff.
So if you want to, you can run away scot-free.
1, 4.
I'll help you for...
Oh.
Well, how much do you bring? I need... How much do I need?
Not much.
I bring 9. And I have
Do you need help?
bonuses.
Yeah, how much do you bring?
Hippogriff. Griff.
14.
14. Will you help me for 3rd treasure?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet.
Oh, just real quick.
Oh, yeah, sorry, no one's...
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Wow,
So
that's
you
big.
gain this treasure. Broadsword, you gain loaded die. She gains 3rd treasure.
Oh, no, we're doing like 3rd pick,
Okay.
like 1st, 2nd, 3rd.
Thank you for the clarification.
I love that CJ was going to determine who got what treasure.
And this, and then you pick one of these 2. You should pick this one since it's female only, by the way.
I
advice.
can't pick that because I'm a dude now.
Oh, you're right.
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
There you see that change text. Now, here's all I'm going to say, Justin.
I'm going to play this go up a level.
Yes.
If they had 2 bookmarks, she would have been wise to play 1 already, because the only time you can play 2 bookmarks in a game is if you change sex. So...
6 lawyers.
Oh, lawyers! Blah, 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 blah.
What is funny
Blah,
about
blah,
the
blah.
lawyers?
What do you mean what's funny about them?
Like, what's a little
Yeah.
kick to them?
For free,
A
right?
kick? Well, they're not going to attack a thief.
There, that's what I was looking for.
And also, sometimes their smile looks like headgear.
Sandals of protection.
Oh, I love those.
Chloe gets to level 5.
That's a great card she just picked up, Sandals of Protection. She's going to equip those right away. Those are some nice Uggs or Birkenstocks, and they're basically going to allow you to avoid any curses coming your way when you knock down the door.
Yeah.
Look for trouble, loot the room, do nothing.
Yeah.
I see a polymorph potion. I see a polymorph potion. And an undead horse.
You have 6 cards in your hand now.
Oh, right. I'll get rid of. Or actually, charity.
Charity, which is going to be 4, 6. As you get this card.
It's going to be cool because I think there might be a chance that we might get to hear from a little more from Andrew.
Yeah.
Andrew Hackard from Steve Jackson Games might be helping us out with the call on this stuff. So that's going to be a blast.
And this, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Wow, and then we see Super Munchkin being played, so she's 2 classes. She's a wizardly cleric.
Super wizard cleric.
That is power.
You're a super wizard.
Here's.
Good to go.
All right, let me kick this door down.
Beating down the door.
Drooling slime.
Gwen gonna take on a drooling slime, which is what I like to call myself when I fall asleep.
Get a trick.
Oh.
Alright,
anything else you want to do? You're up to go?
Games for Life 00 wants to know, what is your favorite class, Justin? Do you have one?
Get out of order.
Not really.
Yes.
Come on.
Didn't even have to think
No?
about it.
Not really? Anything?
What's your favorite class?
I like Wizard. I really do. I think Wizard's probably the most powerful.
I mean, if
be able to charm a monster and run away.
If I had a choice, I'd say Wizard too, probably.
Dwarf's cool.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that it was right. Yep.
Lots of math involved in this game, which is not my strong suit.
Not my strong suit either.
Ride on the stick.
One dowsing.
Freezing potions.
One dowsing.
Really only.
Wow, alright. We both knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I know. I was just hoping there'd be another good one in there.
Of course not.
That was a funny face you just made.
I thought you turned the camera over there. I was like,
no, I was talking to the cameraman.
Yeah, it was.
You're done? All right.
I'm real fond of the wizard because the wizard can almost always get out of the combat and still get the treasures for it.
Yeah.
You do not get cursed.
I don't get cursed. Ah.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, we got a camera right here. Say hello.
Now you
folks.
get
Playing cards. Next up.
That's cool. Andrew talked about his favorite.
Go looking for trouble.
Seen the game.
Find an undead horse.
Plus 1 against dwarves.
I'm not a dwarf.
Cannot equip that yet.
Oh.
It just got in combat, that's why.
Oh, my bad.
So
1,
Seems like
2.
they're cooperating a lot more than fighting with each other. I think that's about to change.
Yeah, it seems like it's really balanced at this point.
It really is. We've got a level 7, a couple of 5s, 3 5s. So the level 7 player is about to be a target.
Now, do you have a favorite strategy when you play Munchkin? Do you like to let someone jump to a lead? Do you like to hang back? Do you only do yourself, or do you like to make it a team game?
I always try to help out other people when I can because that's how you get treasures without really putting yourself at too much risk. Generally, it's more pay attention to what's going on and hold a few things back in my hand that other players don't know about. So if they try to win the game, yeah, so that's a cheat card, which means she can use some item she has that she wouldn't normally be able to use.
Seeing her hand right now, is there anything there, I mean, that's advantageous, or kind of something later on that she might draw?
She's probably going to hold on to it, probably wait for the other players to forget she has it, and then throw it out at a good moment.
So, all right, our players here.
Level 6.
It's real interesting. The player on the bottom left with the pink marker does not have a lot of cards in play. That's going might come back to bite them later. Just keep talking. Okay. Sure. We have a monster drink, the official drink of Munchkin. That is not true. We are not sponsored.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, energy. I think I could play games without energy drinks at this point. I mean, they've got me hooked. Is there a favorite flavor you like?
I'm actually not a big energy drink person. They make me way too hyper. I just go with coffee. Just coffee.
Isn't coffee the original energy drink?
I think you're right there, yeah.
I mean, so maybe it's how many cups of coffee you have, I think it would come down to.
I stopped counting a while back. I only have 10 fingers.
If it's in one pot, that's still like 1 cup, right?
Sure, it's got a handle. I can drink straight out of that.
Now, in any of the editions of Munchkin, is there a coffee character?
I think we've done a couple of coffee jokes. I don't think there's an actual coffee character.
Is this something we might be able to create?
You know what? We did a set called Munchkin Hipsters that has a couple of coffee jokes in it because hipsters. Yeah.
Because hipsters. Now, was there like a, what's that called? Cold brew coffee, anything like that with the hipsters?
Oh no, we made it even worse. It's this just a horribly long coffee order. It takes up half the card. No fat, soy, half calf. No, it's the guy who wrote it didn't go far enough, so I had to make it even worse.
Now, have you ever worked at a Starbucks?
No, I have not. Well, not behind the counter. I've certainly done plenty of work at a Starbucks.
I think we all have. I lasted a month, and I had that. It was like 13 and a half pumps. You know, non-calf, decaf, soy, latte, you know, shaken. I never understood it.
No. Sometimes all you just want is a coffee.
And I want a large coffee. I mean, I don't know what language that is and where it came from, but I want a large coffee.
So, yeah. I'm like that one, the big one. The big one right there. No, the big one.
So isn't a large there, like, or grande isn't large, so I'm confused always.
No, grande is medium. Tall is small. And then venti, which is 20 ounces, is their large.
I feel like Starbucks might be playing their own game of Munchkin with us, just in their names of the coffees.
I think so, and I think we're all losing.
Yeah, I feel like a tall Sumatra is like lose a level.
So, or we all could be winning. It depends on how you look at it. I certainly have spent enough money there, so they're winning regardless.
All right. Hey, guys, we're going to toss it back to Tim and Justin.
Thanks a lot, Tim and Justin, and good luck to everybody in the game.
Thank you, Andrew. That was a great interview. I personally enjoyed the coffee. I actually this morning had some fantastic Austin coffee over at the Houndstooth. I was buzzed, and I'm still buzzed with this Munchkin game. This is actually a great game. We've got lots going on as far as equipment, and we talked a little bit about favorite class. I think Wizard, hands down, is probably the most powerful class. I mean, just the ability to just take away. Charm a monster and keep his treasure is, I mean, that's crazy to me.
What's your favorite race?
Favorite race? Human. No, I'm just kidding. No way.
We're pretty close to the end right here.
Yeah. I don't know which my favorite race is.
Snails on speed.
We got.
Oh, Snails on speed.
Alex is pretty close.
1, 2,
at level 9.
3. Snails on speed have died.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to this.
So this could be it right here. This could be a big turn.
To the SOS. SOS is Snails on speed.
What are the requirements when I can use this?
The bookmark will tell you how it's used.
Got to be in combat.
When another player's in combat. Okay.
Are you all done with the turn?
Yep.
I'm going to get this tattooed on my body. Show everyone the bookmark so they can satisfy themselves that it is what you say it is, because they won't be able to.
Instead of fighting, a player can chase the zombie event. Wannabe vampire away just by going booga booga and take all his treasure. There is no level increase for this. Well, I'm just gonna booga booga it and get free treasure.
I have to see you go booga booga.
Booga booga.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the best part. Humiliating yourself.
Booga booga.
It looks like Alex has a pretty darn good chance of going to Vegas.
All right. Chloe, go.
He seems so nonchalant about being at level 9. Perhaps because he knows
Duck of
everyone is
Doom.
going to team up against him.
But I have my stand.
Duck of Doom!
You do know better.
Yep, I do know better. I'm the Duck of Doom, and I'm gonna loop through.
Make sure you have 6 in your hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
You all done? You're up. Down the door. Warrior.
Oh man, I want to see a bookmark played so bad. I noticed that no one has the app out, and that makes me sad.
Crabs.
Crabs.
1, 2, 3. Dead.
Ah, got it.
Oh, and there we go. Mike up to level 7.
Go up a level.
Oh!
The combat.
Wow, he's mutilating the crabs. Oh, poor buddy. They don't
A
even
gual,
have
as
any
we like to
pinchers
call
left.
That is my turn. Your turn.
And he's at level 8. How quickly the tides are turning.
How quickly the turntables.
I'm so
enraged. +5 to monsters.
I'm so confused right now.
Would you like to look for
What?
trouble, do nothing, or loot the room?
I'm just confused.
Feel ya.
Look for trouble means play
Yeah,
a
find a
monster
monster.
from my old hand. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14.
Does not
Look,
count.
if you don't have the app is a great way to count all your. They've got a kilometer or kilometer if you're British.
Okay, this
And
this.
oh, stone golem.
Yeah.
He's
Are you
eating
playing
peanut butter.
on your side?
Yeah.
Okay, so she has +2 to her side. So that she's now engaged in combat, so she can no longer stop fighting the stone golem.
Ooh.
But anyone like to stop her?
Uh-oh.
No levels, just treasures for me.
Toss out
No
the bookmark.
levels,
Toss out
just
the bookmark.
treasures.
Yeah, I don't get any levels for the stone golem.
No, that's only if you choose not to fight him.
Yeah,
Oh.
you always get at least
Yeah,
one.
you'll get a
Oh,
level.
bet.
Okay, anyone like to stop her? 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Dead.
oh, you see him scrolling through your cards. Justin, this is where it's very important to know what's in your hand.
Yeah.
Because that countdown isn't stopping for no one.
Beautiful.
You also get 4 treasures.
All right, back to Alex. Let's see if Alex can finish this off right
No,
here.
I think Matthew's going to take this. Matthew's got
Do I
a.
show these?
No. You do not receive
The
help.
bookmark
But you
adds
need to,
something
either
different,
put cards in your backpack,
an-
sell cards, play
a level
cards,
to
or
this.
have only 6 because you're a dwarf.
Games for Life wants to know why no one's used their bookmark yet, and I can just say, well, they're not smart.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. They probably forgot
Here.
about it, like you said. You can't forget about all your munchkins.
Ooh, I'm a male.
You
That's
are
a
indeed.
hand.
Ooh, +3 with the Gentleman's Club.
Feels
One more
good
card
to
to
be a
go.
dude. And then I'm gonna go up low.
Go up a level.
Oh!
You do it, Boo. You do it, Boo.
You do it. Quit scaring her.
Help me out here. Play this card while you're in combat. Take the card. That would be the difference between winning and losing.
Look for trouble, do nothing with the room.
Okay, I need to.
Oh, he's got the wand of dowsing.
And I have to charity something away.
Or play a card, your choice. You would give to...
He's going to play that curse somewhere.
Actually,
I'm
going to
confused.
make you lose this
Ah!
Oh.
A small arm is anything that's not big.
Okay.
So
Justin,
you were targeting me earlier.
Can I just say, if you were Matthew, why do you not play your wand of dowsing to go through the discard pile and find a small
I am
monster?
so sorry. Please
They're all good.
Matthew. You mean Alex?
Alex, sorry.
Well, I mean,
You are literally the worst
The
with
worst
names.
with names.
It's just lost.
Do you know your own name?
You're up.
Yeah, I'm Team Justin.
That's right.
That's right.
2 race cards.
Everyone's pretty close. This is where games, well, we'd think that it's going to get a little
This
crazy.
is where it's going to get to the nitty gritty almost. Yeah.
Very short. Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to play or do? Look for
Um,
trouble, loot the room, do nothing.
I'm gonna loot through.
Okay.
Okay.
And then how many
1,
cards?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good to go.
Take down the door.
Warrior again. Look for trouble, loot the room, do nothing.
I'll look for trouble, fight this
Potted
one
plant.
potted plant.
He is currently winning.
Wow.
I'd like to stop him.
Why don't you sell your items?
One.
I wish you would have
Is he
sold items
winning?
first.
Because it's level 1.
That's what I was thinking.
Use your bookmarks.
Yeah, I'm not winning the game.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
done. Gain a level.
I think everyone really, honestly, is forgetting that they have bookmarks. Don't forget about literacy, people.
And then the chainsaw's put in his backpack.
Yeah. He's got so many items. Oh, you could have just sold all of those. Right? Justin, when can you sell items, and what do they do?
You have to sell items during your turn. If you can get it up to 1,000 gold pieces, you can gain a level. However, you can't sell to get a level to win the game.
Only way to get to level 10
is to beat a monster, unless you have divine intervention and you're clear it.
Look for trouble. No! Come on!
Dang it, and now I have too many things.
You now either need to play cards,
Too many
sell
things.
cards, or give to charity, which will be her.
Can't sell. Is she at 9? It looks like selling was going to do nothing.
She has a lot of. Why not put those in her backpack?
CJ just showing. Can't sell.
So you either play cards
Not going to do
or
anything.
give to charity. Your choice.
Why doesn't she put those
the
cards
cheat
in her
card.
backpack? She has a huge
I guess
rod.
my charity's going over
She does?
there.
Yeah, she has a lot of things she can put in her backpack.
A halfling and a dwarf, so here's another halfling.
Aw, okay. Well, maybe she wants to help out.
4, 5, 6, 7.
You want me to
Oh,
go?
no. You can be half free, too.
Everything she already is.
Okay.
I just. That's fine. A good turn.
Oh, this could be it.
+3 against dwarves and half.
Damn. Well, I don't beat it. Hold on. Gonna be worth.
Just going to send it out to lunch.
Play the -5.
Yeah.
Or we're just gonna play the help me out here.
Well, I have a card. Sorry, I'm reading it.
All good.
So does this card end
No, you're now in combat. You can now steal an item that will give you at least enough to beat the Bigfoot.
Oh,
From any
okay.
player.
I'm 10 and it's
12. So an item
Oh,
of
this
at
is
least 3 or
interesting.
higher from someone.
Use a bookmark someone.
Sorry. Let me
My only 3 or higher is dwarf.
And
only.
why is he not playing?
Needs to be dwarf.
+3 with human hammer.
I'm confused. But that's permanent for me.
Wow.
The card effect must be resolved first.
He does have a -5.
You play the gentleman's club. Grab the gentleman. Oh, but it's +3 though.
Can't equip
I'll
it.
let you go.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yep. See.
He's now equipped.
There it is.
Okay.
Now it's 13 to
And
12.
would you stop him?
Wait, so is that winning level?
Ah, come on.
Well, I'm winning by 1, yeah.
So it is the winning level.
Yes.
Yeah, so it is the winning level.
Yes.
Okay, well.
1, 2,
Someone needs to stop.
3.
I do +5.
Yes.
Yeah, we can play +5.
Oh, okay.
Plus
yeah.
5.
There it
How
is.
much are you even buy?
+5.
See a +5?
Okay, I'll do +5 again.
You're intelligent, making that monster so smart.
5.
It's a foot with a brain.
My own 5.
And here we see
Oh!
magic missile. Oh!
Cards are just flying from
I
everywhere.
can't do the counting. A missile came in. A brain came in.
Wand of dowsing.
Oh!
Let me.
Now he's going to go through the discard pile and pick up something. Now I don't understand why he didn't do this earlier, Justin, to pick up a monster that was a level 1. But then again, what are you going to do? You can't make choices for
just
people. You
play
can
it.
only choose to
He's
talk
not going to
about
get
them.
anything he likes.
I'm going to use the magic lamp
Oh.
and just get all the treasure.
Okay, all right.
That will be 3.
I guess.
All right, I guess.
That works. I mean, the event he doesn't run away. Yeah.
The plus side is that everyone used everything, pretty much.
ELE. Everybody love everybody.
Is that what that means?
Decide order.
Ellie.
Got the 11-foot pole.
What's up?
You decide discard order.
I like the
or what
Swiss
goes on
Army
top and whatnot.
pole arm, which means there's poles on top of
I
a
guess
pole arm. Games for Life, so excited about bookmarks.
Okay.
I like Games for Life. Whoever you are, you're very excitable.
You're very excitable.
Nice play, says Games for Life. Games for Life. That should be a store. Is there a store called Games for Life?
No. Well, there could be.
All right, Chloe.
It's great to see Magic Lamp after we talked about in our Game Changers, our almost Emmy-nominated Game Changer segment.
+10 to monster.
Oh, wow. Look at what she
I'm
picked
gonna go
up a
looking for
humongous.
trouble. I think. Actually, I don't know if I can do that.
And this is going to give Chloe a chance to catch up. I know she's at
Yeah.
level 6, but everyone else is going to be busy
Actually, I'm just
preventing
gonna,
everyone else
loot
from
the
winning.
room and then charities and stuff. Let me see.
Or you can just discard.
2, 3, 4. Oh, I can discard now.
If you're the lowest level player, yes,
Okay.
you just discard.
CJ explaining if you're the lowest level, you can discard. I'm just repeating what he said.
CJ doing a great job of explaining.
Or I'm just gonna go up a level.
Wow.
Wow.
There it is, going up a level.
Your turn now.
Yeah, sometimes we use cool Munchkin acronyms. You'll learn them.
Actually,
Just want to thank Dragon's Lair here in Austin,
Yeah.
Texas. All their hospitality has been a great day so far.
It
Winding
has.
it down with a great Munchkin. We saw Andrew Hackard, the line editor of Munchkin,
well done.
visit, talk to us. We saw great games at King of Tokyo. We saw the
Well, that one's not
birth of Team Zoe.
Team Zoe, yes, Team Zoe. We saw some incredible
Everyone's a
games.
cleric. Divine Intervention, you win the game.
Oh.
He's a cleric too.
You also win the game. So no.
What?
Because there cannot be a tiebreaker. Who has the highest bonus right now?
No way!
Cannot.
No.
Oh my gosh.
6.
Because no one's in combat.
We're busy doing shout-outs.
10.
Okay, so you are now the official winner of.
Oh my God!
A divine intervention to win the game. Holy, holy, holiest on high.
Wow.
Oh my goodness!
No way! And he proves.
Asterisk. There should be an asterisk. I want to.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god.
What was your bonus?
7.
Oh my!
Oh my god.
Close as
Good game.
Good game, man. Good game.
Oh my
Jesus
God!
Wow!
Christ,
Oh
you could have
my-
both won if there was an
I'm proud of you. I feel like we're buddies.
Yeah, thank
second game.
you. Will you let me get into the tournament?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, of
thank
course.
you.
Let's drink some tequila
Fuck
now.
yeah, I'm down.
Thank you guys very much. That was honestly an epic game to watch.
Yeah.
I love Munchkin for this reason. Like, it's awesome when most games to judge for me.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Okay, so thank you guys so much. Good job. Yeah, sorry putting it. Wow. Divine Intervention.
Divine Intervention!
Oh my goodness!
Such a good card.
Wow.
I know, dude. You barely.
Just a little. I just beat you with a little bit.
You squeaked by.
Oh,
remember, like,
I'm proud of you.
My
we were guys like
divine
in studio.
intervention.
Oh
My
divine.
intervention.
I am blown away at the moment. I cannot believe that just happened. We
Not-
always talk about how divine intervention is never, it seems like when it's played, no one's at level 10 or no one's ever a cleric because cleric is not the greatest class. And
Not only did it do one person to level 10, it made 2 people go to level 10, then having to find the highest bonus to win. And we got Matthew ended up beating over Alex, so we thought Alex was going to win. I thought Soich and Alex was going to win.
It was like
Boom.
they marched up to
It looks like the Munchkin gods had a
pulpit,
divine intervention.
looked at the Munchkin god and said, yes, boost me, boost me.
And then the Munchkin gods who came down and said, divine intervention.
Okay, I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
But like you said, the fact that 2 people
It was,
could win. Sadly, there's no 2.
We said something was going to be magical today.
It was?
In Austin. We saw some great King of Tokyo, and I mean, this was by far the best ending we've had for Munchkin. For sure.
That was awesome. That was
my
awesome.
Goodness.
It was fast-paced, and it was a victory. The only time you can ever get to level 10 without defeating a monster.
We saw some celebrity commentating.
Yes, Andrew Hackard, again, thank you for a line editor. We've had just a blast here in Austin. It was Munchkin Week, and the culmination was
an amazing game of Munchkin.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have anything you want to say to our interviewee coming up who is going to Vegas?
I am at a loss for words.
Which is weird.
This is the 2 people got to level 10 because of the. Wow. He said Cleric was the best.
Just to touch on it a little bit, I don't think had Alex not been in that giant Bigfoot mashup.
Yeah.
Had he not had to spend all of his stuff, maybe potentially we see a completely different outcome. But he didn't use that wand of dowsing for a monster earlier, and maybe that could have come back to haunt him because he could have won solo.
Surprisingly, no bookmarks used. There's a lot of opportunities.
How did that happen? Use your bookmarks, people. Gosh.
Maybe we'll have a question for that by Christian.
Yeah, if you're reading, I mean, reading is great, and tearing up a bookmark is even better, especially when it spites your opponent. Let's go. Let's check out that interview. We've got our.
I want to know what
with
he has
our
to
winner,
say for sure.
Matthew.
Let's hear more from
Congratulations
Matthew.
to him.
Hi, I'm Andrew Hackard. I am the Munchkin's Art, Steve Jackson Games. I'm here with Michael at Dragon's Lair in Austin, who has just won a trip to Vegas for winning the game with Munchkin. Michael, how do you feel?
So, first off, my name's Matthew. Just want to clarify that.
All
good. All good. I'm ecstatic. This is really cool. I've always wanted to be able to play card games and actually have a chance to win money at them. So this is pretty cool.
So, Matthew, tell me a little bit about the win. What happened?
So what happened was me and this other guy, we were both clerics, and there was a divine intervention was drawn, which means that all clerics go up a level, and it can be the winning level. We were both level 9. I ended up having to have the tie-breaking bonus of having 10, where he only had 7 combat bonus, which is what gave me the game. But honestly, the entire time it was super close, and it was a really exciting game.
That's awesome. Now, did you stick with the cleric during the game because you wanted divine intervention?
Actually, yes. I think cleric is one of the best cards in the game, and as soon as I obtain cleric, I will discard cards to keep that class because I've won numerous games with the divine intervention play.
Absolutely. So, are you going to go back to your game group and hold it over them that you're going to Vegas as the champion?
No, they're coming with me for sure.
That's the right answer. Congratulations again, Matthew. We're sorry about the name on the card.
All good.
I look forward to seeing you in Vegas.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Matthew, not Michael.
Names don't matter when you're a champion.
We knew it was Matthew the whole time.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't know if he was trying to do a switcheroo on us, but...
Not only did we know Matthew, he knew Matthew, and he knew that the best class to play was clearly a cleric. We want to send just a shout out when we get a chance to all of the people that helped us here in Austin, and especially Andrew Hackard for joining us, Steve Jackson Games. I'm trying to think of
everybody
else that I could be missing.
Nonpareil Institute of Austin.
Institute of Austin. We really hope. Just a huge thank you for them for coming on out and
thanks for everyone on Twitch.
Yeah, thanks
Facebook
to
Live,
Switchers,
Smashcast,
YouTube,
TV, YouTube,
Oomba. Stay tuned.
Satellite
next week.
TV,
Satellite Dish Network.
Stay tuned next week. Where are we next week?
More Unrivaled. We're going to be in Atlanta. This is the largest tabletop tournament of 2017. I'm Tim.
I'm Justin. Challenge everyone.